All right, so Luke, let me use your point here you're making, yeah? So, okay, this happened here and this is your girls and whatever, right? So let's just rewind. Let's go
Maybe
back
it's
to
our
night.
girl. Why can't we
Wait,
talk about this scenario without bringing
no,
every other scenario
we are
into it?
gonna do this. This is like the kids here. You don't want to talk about the Jews. You don't want to talk about the Palestine. You want to talk about the people here, right? That's your point, right? Okay,
Correct.
cool. We're gonna do this. So let's go. Let's rewind. We're rewinded, yeah. Let's go back to 1996 with Dumb Lane, yeah. Did you see anybody coming out
Wait,
making
I just said to
fucking
talk
video?
about this.
Wait,
And you're
wait,
talking
wait.
about
So
Wait
we're
a
talking
something
sec.
about
else.
this
Wait a
country,
sec.
yes, sir.
No,
Me,
no,
I
no.
can't
Why do
go
we do
this
that?
country, so I don't care where you want to go. I'm talking about this country here, Luke. Yeah, stay focused. Yeah. So when the massacre happened with Dumb Lane, yeah, and all these things was going, did you see anybody coming out making videos like this pussy here, trying to incite people to go out there and fucking go and do all kind of madness?
Right,
Did
so
you
this is
see
what
it?
happens when you bring other scenarios into it. I'll have to question you. So was Dunley? Because I was only 6 at the time. Was it after months and months, if not 2 years, of constant immigrations, where people thinking that these people that are coming over are committing these atrocities? I understand that the facts haven't been established yet, but people are quite clearly speaking on emotion. Are you saying that Dunblane was at the back end?
No, Dunblane happened in Scotland.
So be quiet, Corn.
I'm just helping you.
You're not helping nobody. You couldn't help
Mate,
yourself.
Let him finish his talk, please. I beg, because I want to make sure I'm hearing what he's saying. Yeah, go on,
So,
Luke.
was it on the back of mass migration after like 2 years of mass migration by undocumented?
And that's the unimpending problem. It's the migration, it's the immigrants, it's the problem. Because again, Luke, if I can give you the same scenario of these cases have been going on in the UK, just replace the perpetrator as a Muslim or a black person, and now it's all a problem. You understand? That's the point.
Why
That's the hypocrisy.
Again, you're trying to make it into a rape scenario.
Because Luke, you
what's wrong with your minds?
Because Luke, you invoked mass migration, immigration, right?
No,
Listen,
you said rewind, and then for some reason rewind back to 1996. I said, why can't we speak about this situation without bringing any other situation into it? And the first thing you did was go to 1996. What are you talking about?
Because
how does that make sense,
you the hypocrisy,
it won't make sense,
Luke. I'm highlighting
hypocrisy,
yeah. So had there been a Danny Tomo, whatever his fucking name is, yeah.
How old was Danny Tomo in 1996?
I don't give a fuck.
Same age as you.
Use your fucking brain. Use your brain.
To what I'm saying. Had there have been a Danny Tomo back then, yeah, and he was doing these very same type of videos, would you think it was fitting for him to do so? Yes or no is the question I'm asking.
I don't
Give me an answer.
Listen, I've not watched all of Danny Tomo's video. We wasn't able to watch all of Danny Tomo's video because the second that he started speaking, all I heard was people say, "Yeah, but what about fucking Palestine?" Instantly shutting it down, mocking it because it's English people.
No one was mocking it. Don't lie.
People
don't lie. It's very
being
serious.
Palestinians. You bunch of sick.
No one's mocking anything.
I've not heard you speak up, and it was you who was mainly saying it. Now,
listen, no one's mocking anything. This is very serious.
Speak for a while now, Sakina. I've had
just take a breath.
You have zero maternal instinct, and after today, you have evidence that very fucking clear. Because regardless of the scenario, you should not be looking at any other thing and saying, "Oh, well, it's happened fucking there, fucking too fucking fat, too fucking." I've heard shit come out of your mouth that has made me think you've got zero fucking maternal instincts, and you are fucking.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
Let me talk to Luke, because I don't want to get sidetracked with all the personals. I want to stay on subject with Luke. So Luke, let me help you out here. The reason why I did this, yeah, because I want to show out the hypocrisy on the other side, yeah. Meaning, whenever a action or something has happened, listen to Danny Tomo's voice. Yeah, he said literally, we made them get away with the soldier thing. Remember, the soldier thing just happened the other day. He ain't fucking gone nowhere, Luke. No one ain't gotten away with nothing. I want you to hear the little gently rocking to sleep and fucking passively trying to get the fucking British public riled up to incite what? To do what exactly? What happened to waiting on the law? What happened to abiding by the law of the land? That's my point I'm making, Luke. So had there have been a Danny Tomo back then doing the same thing, would it have been okay? Or do we wait and abide by the law of the land?
So you're calling for people of this country to follow the law of the land, but people who don't follow the law of the land, it seems like you're excusing the fucking behaviours because of things that happened in the past, or that things that
who are you accusing of that?
Not you, clearly. No, you fat cunt. Why do you want to involve yourself?
No, I'm just saying who you saying is condoning baby killers. Who are you saying that to?
Shut your fat cunt.
Oh, right, because you can't say that to me or
I'm not
Becky.
saying that I'm
No,
condoning
I'll say
nothing.
to
I don't know.
Becca.
You can't
I'll
be
say to
me. What
Becca.
I'm saying is, can we just at least wait for the law of the land to do their job before we start inciting the people, them, making the people, winding people them up with all fucking
Yes.
passive aggressive fucking lullabies about, oh, we've made them get away with this. You ain't made no one get away with nothing because it ain't even got where it needs to get to yet for them to be
Lady
dealt
Divine,
with.
I will agree with that. But can
Thank you.
we also not speak about this scenario and what's gone on with this situation without diverting it back to fucking Palestine? Can we
All right,
do
can
that?
I answer this,
Okay,
Lady
yes, we
D?
can do
Lady
that.
D, let
Yes,
me
we
say
can. No,
something.
can you
Let me
not do
quickly say
that?
something.
Can you not stick on this subject without going back to
Can I just
Palestine?
quickly
Because
say
all these
something?
are
Can I just quickly
things.
say something?
I know
No
it's hard
one,
to bring
Luke,
fucking Jews into
please,
it, but come
please,
on.
be fair. Luke, let me say something. No one's comparing killing the babies in any country to
Can
any
we
other
replay the
country.
video of
Let
what
me
God?
just say
Can we
something.
replay
Listen,
God's video so that we can
the
see
point
it was
is, Danny
comparing it?
Tomo is making out like this is the
On your
first
liar.
time he's. Listen, Danny Tomo said someone sent him a video or a
On
photograph,
your liar.
and this is the first time. Excuse me, can I just finish what I'm saying?
You're excused. Thank
He
you.
said that
Right.
this is the first time
Can't
he's
just
seen
lie.
anything like
I've just
this.
listened to you
And
reviewing
can I
Ghost
just
channel,
finish what I'm
and it was Sakina
saying? For
herself
God
who was comparing
Almighty,
it to
if I don't
Palestine.
say what I'm
So don't
saying, how
tell
are
me
you
that
going to
nobody was
reply to
comparing it to
me?
Palestine when Sakina, who's on this panel, was
Stop.
comparing it to Palestine.
I'm
So you
still
stop.
going to
So you
listen.
stop,
Luke, you
Carl.
can't talk forever. You're going to have to stop sooner or later.
You're going to stop. I can go all day, bitch.
Go on then. I'm going to wait for you to stop. Go on then.
You've got work to do. Thank you. So Sakina was the one who compared it to Palestine. So don't.
No, she
JP,
didn't.
it's the only
She
time that
did
you're going to
not.
JP to say that nobody's compared it
Luke,
to
she did
Palestine.
not.
You're
He
wrong,
said this
Mongo.
is the first time
Sakina
he's
has
seen
compared it to
anything like
Palestine.
this. And Sakina said, we've been seeing things like this for months
So
because it's
exactly,
all over
compared it to
fucking
Palestine.
Twitter.
Thank you very much. You just proved me right. You
No, but
fucking
he's not
mongo. Now
but that's not comparing.
you stop
Wait,
speaking, and
Luke,
I'll have a
Luke,
conversation with
please,
Lady Divine.
please, Luke. I
Mongo.
can't be shouting. I've got
Don't
neighbours and
shout
that.
then.
Yeah,
I'll shout. You
listen to
go
what
on
I'm saying
mute.
to you.
Lady
No
Divine.
one's comparing
You go on mute, and I'll Lady
babies
Divine.
being
Show me
killed in any
Mongo.
country. What we're saying to Danny Tomo is this is the first time you've cared about a child,
Oh, is it?
whereas
Is
me
it?
and Becky have been
Is it? 1 minute. Is it the
watching
first time Danny
Palestine
Tomo
for the
doesn't care
last
about
6
child? I
months.
can pick up loads
Lady
of
D
videos where
can go
she's
back
got children
5
getting
years or
you
more
fucking absolute
to her
liar.
own child. What are you talking about,
You're a
Luke?
fucking liar. He's
Luke,
always speaks
listen
about
to
the
what I'm
fucking
saying
kids.
to
What are you talking
you.
about? I am
Listen
no
to
fan
what
of
I'm
Danny
saying to
Tomo.
you. This
Now,
is
can
a
I respond to you,
very
Con? Can I
serious
respond
thing.
to
It's
you,
not a tit for
Con?
tat. We're not
Con,
playing the tit for tat game
Con,
with
can I
you.
respond to you?
You can't
You just
respond because
said
you
that,
ain't heard what I'm
oh my God,
saying.
you're a fucking Mongo. Right, now let me respond. You just said that Danny Tomo has never spoken about kids. I am no fan of Danny Tomo's. I think he's a fucking Mongo kidnapper and he brings the fucking movement down by just being there. But the fact that you said that he doesn't speak about kids is a fucking lie. He always speaks about the fucking kids, i.e. grooming
Being
kids. What are you
stabbed.
talking about? You're
Stop
just lying. You're trying to make yourself
diverting.
sound
You're
right.
diverting to another
But
subject. We're
you're
talking about
diverting. You
kids
said you never
getting
speak about
murdered.
kids. He has done.
We're talking about kids getting bloodily murdered and
So he
savaged.
never
What are
spoke,
you
so he
on
never spoke
about?
about the Ariana Grande concert, did he not? You
Brother,
fucking
listen, that
liar.
was a
You're a
bomb.
liar.
We're talking about knife attacks.
No, you want to speak about this very situation, but you can't
Listen,
talk on this.
Luke,
You've got to be
this is
Palestine
the
into it.
problem with
Now
you.
bring
You
other,
want to
others into
fixate
it
on
that Danny
one
Tomo
point,
stuck
yeah?
up for. You don't want
Listen,
to talk
Luke,
about that. You
listen,
fucking
there's so many
mongo.
important points that we're missing out on because of your rant.
No, it's.
I'm
I'll tell you
asking
what
you,
this is. I'll tell you what this is. It's
Luke,
quite
there's
clearly
so many
your
questions
fucking
we could
prejudice.
ask.
Is quite clearly your prejudice. The fact that this wasn't Muslim kids. The fact that it wasn't Muslim
Luke,
kids. The fact that it was fucking
stop,
white Christian kids.
stop,
That's why you don't give a
stop,
fuck. That's why you don't
stop,
give a fuck.
stop. There's so
You
many
stop.
questions we could
You
ask
stop,
you.
Con.
Listen,
I'll have a
listen,
conversation with Lady Divine. You
listen.
stop.
There's so
You
many
stop,
questions we
Con.
could ask you, and you could give answers instead of
Right.
just
Can you
ranting
be quiet,
about
Con?
one
No,
thing.
Con. I will
Instead of just
rather not speak to you. I'll
repeating,
speak.
listen, Luke,
If you can't ask
instead of just
questions, okay? All right,
repeating
Can we
one
just do one
point.
at a time? Because even I can't
Con.
keep up at this
You're
fucking
just
point.
over speaking for the sake of it. We know you're here, Con. We know you're here. We can see your fat
You're
fucking
not
gut yourself.
helping. You're not
Now,
helping.
daughter, I haven't
You're not
moved any
helping, Luke.
goalposts.
Luke, you're not
Instead,
helping the
you were talking about
conversation.
children.
You're not
I made
helping
you
the
he has spoken
conversation.
about children. He does speak about children. The
Stop.
vast majority of the
Stop.
time that he
I
speaks on the
said that this is the first time
platform.
he said
Con, I'm not
he's
speaking
seen
to you. I'm
children
speaking to
being
Sosa,
stabbed.
Con. Con,
What are
I'm
you
not
on
speaking
about?
to you. I'm speaking to Sosa. Can you please
You're
be quiet?
diverting to other subjects like grooming gangs and that. What are you on about?
Did you say that he has never spoke about children? Yes or no?
Children being stabbed
You never
within
said
this
that. You moved,
context.
that's the goalpost move. You did that,
He's
not
the
me.
one who
Thank
said
you.
it
Thank you for
himself.
proving the point again.
That you're being an idiot. He's saying this is the first time I've seen anything like this. It's his direct quote. Why are you trying to change it to other things?
Khan, you're just a spastic. I'm not communicating with you. You're a fat fucking loner.
Everyone agrees with me on what I'm saying.
I'm sure they do.
Because I'm making sense and you're not. Why are you
Now
bringing
you
grooming
quiet.
gangs into this?
Okay, you've made sense. Can I now speak to Sakina or Lady Divine?
Speak to whoever you want, but no
Right.
one's asked you a question.
Then.
You're just ranting.
So can you be quiet then? Thank you. So Sakina, can you advise why you can't look at this for what it is without diverting it back to Palestine?
No,
and
the
saying,
reason I mentioned Palestine is exactly what Khan was saying. He was saying this is the first time he's seen pictures and whatnot. And I said, well, this has been going on for months. Look at Palestine; it's all over Twitter. That was my point. I wasn't trying to compare the two. I was just pointing out, like what you talking about, that pictures of children in them sort of conditions has been going on. That was my point ultimately.
No, I don't believe it. I think that's disingenuous of you. Because the way that you said it, Sakina, was, oh yeah, but who gives a fuck? People are dying in Palestine. You were so nonchalant about it. You was trying to downplay this and mock a guy because he's showing some form of empathy to children being killed. And you were trying to ask for empathy
He
on your
weren't doing
side.
empathy, Luke. With all due respect, he was doing mass manipulation. That was not fucking empathy. Like, I'm not gonna let that slide.
Regardless, it's in this taste to try and fucking bring it back to Palestine and to mock somebody for showing sympathy to children being killed. It's fucking distasteful. And the amount of people that have been crying about the similar situation, Nixie, Sakina, all these people crying about fucking Palestine have shown themselves to be the fucking hateful people that they are. You don't deserve no compassion, and you don't want compassion. You want hate, and that's all you're fucking gonna get.
So where's the hate coming from then, Lou? Where's the so-called hate that we want coming from?
The fact that Nixie's trying to blame the Jews again. This is the Jews. The Jews have got a hand in this. It's all the Jews' fault that this has happened.
What, the Jews made Danny Tomo say what he wanted to say?
The Jews made this killing happened.
We're not even broaching that subject.
That's what Nixie's fucking
yeah,
point
but
was.
you're dragging it there with her then.
No, I wasn't.
If you're blaming her for that.
What, you think I put thoughts in Nixie's head?
No, I'm saying you're holding her hand and marching a merry dance down a different road than what we're going down.
It was before me, knobhead.
You always manipulate conversations. Just let us have our conversation.
Right,
it's not like we're excluding you. People are actually asking you questions for you to answer, and you just want to rant.
In the chat, G Block, if you read the chat, she was saying that Israel have got a role in this. Nixie, are you denying that? Did you say that Israel have played a role in this? Yes or no?
Diverting the whole subject. Listen, we're talking about Danny Tomo inciting violence and using death of innocent children for his own political gains. What are you talking about, Luke? Are you talking about something different?
Baiting, that's what I'm on, debating.
Luke, what are you talking about, mate?
The fact that you can't offer some form of empathy towards these children dying. And I listened to the video, by the way. I listened to the video. The way that you... Can I respond to you without you interrupting me, you fat knacker? Thank you.
Can you talk without name calling?
Well, if you stop interrupting me, then I'll refrain from calling you a fat bastard. But if you continue...
You've got Tourette syndrome.
I'll call you a fat bastard.
You've got Tourette syndrome, mate.
Is that a deal?
You cross-dresser.
You've got Tourette syndrome.
And you've got fat bastard syndrome. Now are we equal?
You're not well, son. You're not well.
So the fact that we can't offer some form of empathy, or you're saying, basically what you're saying is that Danny Tomo has weaponized this and he's manipulated the situation to what he wants it. That's exactly what I've seen from Sakina on Ghost last night. Exactly what I've seen. Trying to manipulate it and turn it into a Palestine problem and not a fucking British problem.
So I'm trying to keep it on a British problem. I'm trying to keep it on a British problem, and I'm trying to keep it on. He's trying to incite the British people to tear up and not obey the law of his own land. Now you're actually actively going against your own people.
Just let
He's actively going against his own people.
Everyone's going to get a chance.
I
don't have very long on my mind.
Yeah, but Luke's on his lunch break as well.
The government say don't react to this shit. Then I also say fuck the fucking government. Start fucking reacting.
Okay. First of all, I'd like to point out that Danny Tomo is a consummate journalist. I'm sure he would never say anything that would not have been double checked and extremely well vetted.
Yeah,
he is part of a very, very professional team of journalists known as
are you saying this was scripted? Banksy, you saying this was scripted?
Known as what's it called, Urban Scoop, and so I'm sure he's very careful with his words.
Are you saying this was scripted?
I don't know. I mean, obviously he's doing a very quick blog here. He's waiting for the facts to come in. Now, one thing I will say, now this seems to be like people like, what's the difference if the guy was a migrant or if he was local? No, the fact is it does fucking matter if the guy was a migrant, because we know we have problems and people with mental disorders and all sorts of problems that are native to this country. We don't need to import the crazies too. So
But we
yes, if
imported
the
you,
guy
Banksy.
is,
Fuck off. We
if the
imported
guy,
you.
was in-
Your
because
credit
I
unit from
am
Iran.
I'm a net
Fuck this.
One minute,
positive
Lady D.
family-
One
to
minute,
this
Lady
family
D. Let me
country.
just say.
from
Clearly,
Rwanda
I am a
18
net
years ago.
positive to this
Banksy, that was
country.
Wendy's point, though. You're arguing with
The
Wendy now,
family
you know
came
that,
from
right?
Rwanda 18 years ago.
The fact
What
is,
this
Wendy made that
this guy who
point.
did the stabbing?
Yeah,
His family came from Rwanda.
yeah, 18
You see,
years ago.
This is
The
this
irony.
Is the
The
whole point.
irony.
I know the irony. He should be in
Wait, one
Rwanda.
minute, wait,
But the
where's
fact
the
is
facts
that is
where's
the
the
point.
facts with
That
Bob? 'Cause I don't
if he's
believe
an
anything
immigrant,
he
the
said.
reason it matters more. It's just like hate crimes. They say,
No,
you know, if you
Banksy,
beat someone up, it's considered
Banksy,
battery.
Banksy.
But if you
Something-
beat them up because they're a Muslim, then it's considered a hate crime.
Banksy, something quite profound has just come out there. So Smiley said that this family has come from Rwanda. Where's that come from, Smiley? I've not heard any information regarding
I don't know. I don't know.
So question it, Banksy.
It's all being put out all over Google. It's being put out
The
all
same
over
way as
Twitter.
that Jay Slater stuff did. That's what I mean. You got the careful.
Unfortunately, we don't. If we need to have more.
Well,
concrete
he's a
evidence.
17-year-old kid, in it, so they can't
Yeah.
release his name.
But
They're
that's
saying
it.
it's called Ali Al Shakati.
No. A lot of people.
it.
You see, that's the thing. I'm on some
But-
groups now since Saturday, and a lot of those guys are saying that name may not be it. We cannot
Yeah.
jump on that
Well,
name
yeah,
because
some
that could be an
groups are
innocent
saying
person
that it was
that people are
it was
accusing.
a bot name.
Yeah,
What
that's what I
name?
mean. That's why.
What
That's
name?
why. That's why you can't depend on that Ali thing, because a lot of people in the groups that I'm sort of watching now are saying no, this could be an incredibly, just a perfectly innocent person, and if we put this out as the name of the perpetrator, people could dogpile onto this person. There's nothing to do with it. We
But
cannot.
Banksy, do you
just
take
rely
our
on
point
that.
that putting out any kind of thing about this is dangerous? Like until the information's out.
Not if you say, oh, it could be a migrant, but if you
Yeah, but
actually
he's saying things
this
like teenagers should
person-
be dragged off the streets. He's saying that migrants, asylum seekers. He actually said, like, he didn't even say illegal immigrants. He said asylum seekers and their hotels should be overturned. He said all sorts of insightful things. That I'm asking you and Luke, what do you say about that? Because Wendy didn't agree with it.
Anyway,
No, I mean, I can't. As I say, if he's just blankly like just throwing things out there, that's a little bit irresponsible.
Well, he says he wants to stand away from the Tommy stuff, and he's doing this on his own back, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well,
But I
yeah,
mean,
it's-
I would
it's been
100%
a while.
agree. If
It's
it's a migrant, there should be an absolute outrage about the fact that we're importing more criminals than the ones we already have. We don't need to import more criminals, more stabbers. Just like Germany and that police officer and the Afghan guy who stabbed him. We don't need to import criminals. We already have plenty, thank you. But the fact is that we have to be a bit more cautious about names. I'm not saying, if the guy's suspected immigrant or whatever, fair enough, you can maybe make those sort of claims, but just to say, like, Mr. Ali Al Shakati or whatever the name.
It doesn't sound Rwandan. It doesn't sound Rwandan.
No, that doesn't really. But the thing is, Arabs.
Well, no, because 95%
Rwanda is in Africa, so you'll
of
have
Rwanda is
Egyptians.
Christian.
Yeah, but
Exactly.
also you'll have Arabs from Arab names from North Africa and stuff coming into.
You got
Rwanda. So there's no-
5% is Islamic.
There you go. So I mean, it could still be that could still be a Rwandan.
But look,
person.
Banksy, what do you feel about, like, if you actually cared about these children, you wouldn't want someone like Danny Tomo using this for his own political or career gains?
Well, I mean,
This is
the fact
most
is
abhorrent
that
and disgusting
everybody's going to
thing.
jump on. Look, everyone's going to jump on it. Social media personalities are going to jump on relevant topics.
Yeah, but
If
so
this turns out to
soon.
be a migrant stabbing a bunch of kids in this country, of course these guys are going to be all over it, and as it's going
Agreed.
to
I
happen.
agree
as
with
it
that. I
should be.
agree with that.
But this thing about, we've been seeing children in Palestine dying, like I'm supposed to give a shit about children in Palestine over children in Britain.
No, don't reverse the argument. He's saying this is the first time I've seen anything like this. Me and Becky
Yeah, in
and
Britain.
Belly are
In
saying, wait a
Britain.
minute, we're up to here seeing things like this. Well, is that wrong
Yeah,
for us to say that?
No. In Britain is the first time.
Yeah, but when
Not-
you're seeing
not-
it,
not-
when I'm seeing a
not
child
across the world.
decapitated, do you think I'm going to stop and ask, oh, what country did this photo come from?
I do. I
No,
give a
you
shit
do,
about
because you're a
children in this
weirdo.
country. I don't give a shit about children around the
But that's
world.
you. But do you think
that
that
was a different
sentiment is
honestly.
carried
I'm
by
not here
everyone
to
else?
police the globe. If that was the case, you all should be crying your hearts out for the starving children of Yemen.
are.
I don't see
But
Yemen
we
being
are.
fucking
What do you
mentioned
mean? Of
once
course we are.
out of 100 times I come
do you
here.
mean? That's
You
ridiculous.
fuckers never talk about Yemen. The only time
Yes, we
Yemen is
do.
mentioned is when I talk about Yemen.
He's
Don't be
never
silly.
talked. I've never heard
Don't
you
be
speak
silly.
about
We're
it.
always bigging up the Yemen. We're always
Try it.
bigging up Yemen. Don't be silly.
Yeah,
Bigging up
you're
Yemen,
picking up the
bro,
Houthis,
that's
the
it.
ones who are responsible for the starvation, systematic
Bigging up
starvation
Yemen.
of the
That
children
shows
of
how much
Yemen.
he doesn't know about it. What a drip.
What?
This is absolute
What's he
bullshit. I mean,
talking
we all
about?
see
You're
the
a
hypocrisy of it.
nutcase.
Yemen are
Let me
killing
not
the
have to
people, you
reply to
know,
everything that Luke says because it's just
Yemen are literally killing the
nonsense.
civilians.
The
You
bottom
fucking
line is, I'll be perfectly honest
Listen,
with you. I'm gonna
I'm bigging
level.
up
I'm gonna be
everyone,
as
including
the
Iranians.
as blatantly
including Iranians.
obvious as I can possibly be. I give a shit about the people and the children of this country above everyone else.
Why? But children are
Everyone
children.
else.
That's ridiculous.
No, the children
are
of this
children.
country. It's like you
Why?
fucking. This is the fucked up thing that you people make out. You have a house. In my house, I give a shit about my family, my mom, my brothers, my kids, my wife, my nephews and nieces.
Yeah.
And then some stranger fucking waltzes in, and suddenly I have to give a shit about that kid too. And that person,
you don't get
this
what I'm
person
saying.
isn't part of my
that's not
family.
Right. That's not right.
So
That's not
March
right. You're looking out your
2023,
window.
My
March
family matters
2023,
You're in your so-called
there was
house, and you're looking out your window,
50,500
and you're-
offences involving knife crime.
It's not fucking knife crime. And what the fuck are you talking about? By the way, 5 minutes ago, the 9-year-old who was stabbed has been confirmed as fucking killed. This isn't just a case of fucking simple knife crime that goes on with fucking gangs.
No one said that. No one said that.
Fucking
No
kids
one
have been
said that.
slaughtered. You
Stop
babies have been
distracting.
fucking killed. You
Stop
wronged it.
distracting.
wrong with
Banksy and
you?
Luke have never.
What are you going on about, Luke?
Have never said
Oh, the
anything
53,000
about kids in
knife
London and the killings that are going on. You've never said anything. You've never showed any concern about London kids being stabbed.
You haven't. Fucking weapon.
But you haven't.
Tell me a 9-year-old in London who was killed.
You and Banksy have not said, not once when I've been there, anything
Are
to
you
show
fucking
sympathy
kidding me?
for kids who've got to live and grow up.
I am constantly talking about how Khan has fucking let London and its criminal gangs and knife crime go through the roof. Khan is 100% responsible for how London has become an incredibly dangerous place. And yes, I talk about it based on my own safety and the fact that all these children are getting killed in the streets. People are walking around stabbing each other up. Did you see
You've not shown sympathy for the victims, though. You're just using it as a political football.
Did you guys see that guy in the Uber? It's all over YouTube.
Yeah.
Uncle drive.
Uncle
is slow as fuck.
drive.
Yeah.
The fucking uncle is shitting his pants.
What about it?
This shit is going on broad daylight in
Yeah,
London
but what
now.
about that though? Do you have
What
any
do you mean? What
sympathy
about
for the
that?
kids
That is
involved?
fucked up. It's fucked up that it's actually taking
Do you have
place.
any sympathy for the victims?
Yes, I have sympathy for the fact that this should not be happening. This is fucking insane. How is this happening in London?
What happened to the sword man? That all went quiet, didn't it? The man with the swords.
Was that the samurai sword guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, the one
Yeah,
that
he
went
killed
quiet.
He killed what was it, 12-year-old child?
It was 14,
Yeah.
I think. The
A
boy.
14-year-old little boy.
14. All went quiet.
And by the way, that guy
No
was
more
from
news
fucking
about
Brazil. And he lost his shit. I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He must have been on some kind of fucked up
Do
drugs
you
or
think that's how we
something.
should continue?
Because he's supposed to be an athlete.
People get outraged for a minute and then just ignore it. Is that the way that we should go about things? Is that ending it?
But the fact is, Veli.
No, it's not.
Yes, sorry, not Veli. Khan. I give a shit about that little 14-year-old boy that got killed. 100%. Why should that child be killed so early in life when some madman is running around with fucking...
Well, this is my point, though.
What's going
This
on
is
in
my point,
fucking London?
Banksy. Using it as a
That is
political
insane.
football.
That's how the fuck we felt about Damilola Taylor, Banksy. Where was your
Exactly.
fucking chatting then?
Oh,
Where was
look,
that? Was
look,
on 24 fucking years
tried to
ago.
bring it back
And
with
guess
me.
who was
Without
the
this
10-year-old?
one
That's
kicking
what
off,
we
without
felt
this
about
one
Damilola
kicking
Taylor,
off,
Lady
Banksy.
Divine, you are a fucking racist. The fact that you can't show
without
evidence
this one killing off, there's been
my
223
God.
knife crime murders.
Luke, you're a little toe rag.
You have got fucking prejudice,
Luke,
and it's
first
quite
you
fucking
attacked
clear.
9 for now you're attacking Lady D.
Because she's
And
fucking
you and
prejudiced,
Babs are
that's
calling
why.
Belly a
And with the comment that
racist
she's
I
made
don't
and
give a fuck what
Jupiter.
Luke's
comment that
saying.
she's
I'm
You lot
made
are
dealing with
about
fucking
terrible.
a black
Banksy.
crowd
Fuck what
is
Luke's
very
You lot are
saying. I'm
terrible.
dealing with Banksy. Fuck what Luke's
You're
saying. That's
terrible,
how we
man.
felt about
You're a
Damilola
racist
Taylor
bitch. That's
Banksy.
what you
So
are.
when you're talking about Banksy, oh, you're only worried about your doorstep. Make sure you apply that same fucking measuring stick
Your
across the
doorstep,
board,
listen,
yeah?
Lady Vine,
That's what I'm telling you, Banksy. Straight
your
up and
doorstep is
down.
also my
I'm telling you
doorstep.
straight up
You
and
might
down,
trade
Banksy.
separated, but I paid it fucking black. But I'm telling you, we share the same fucking doorstep. Now stop trying to fucking differentiate things
I'm
and stop
talking to
trying to play
Banksy for the
racial
fuck
fucking
back.
divisions.
Unless you know
That's
what
what
I'm
you're
talking
doing.
about for the fuck back here, Luke. 'Cause I'm done with your
Well, you
foolishness
tell the fuck
today.
back.
Banksy, you
All
made
you
the
do is
fucking
play fucking
insertion
racial
to only
politics
worry about
24
your
fucking
own
7.
doorstep and to only worry about your own in-house. Well, Banksy, when other people have got that same mentality and worrying about their doorstep and their in-house, make sure
The
you keep the same
hypocrites. The
fucking energy, right?
hypocrites.
Don't be a
Our doorstep
hypocrite.
is your
Don't be a
doorstep.
hypocrite then,
You
Banksy.
may
Because
think,
you will sit down
Lady
there,
Vine,
Luke, and hear him saying that shit and not say nothing. But when I can open up my mouth and correct him, put him in space, you want to come and talk to me. Luke, for the
correct to do,
fuck
and
back.
I'm going to demolish
For
it
back, Luke.
as soon as you
For the
finish.
fuck back, Luke. I'm not playing today. I'm not
Right,
playing.
you fall back for 1 minute while I respond to you. You may think your fucking doorstep is based in some fucking sunny island in the Caribbean, but it's not, bitch. You live in fucking Britain like I do, and when I speak about British fucking politics and issues that are going on this British fucking soil, I don't expect somebody who was born on the fucking land to say, well, what about our kids? Because our kids
But
are
that's
fucking
what
your
Danny
kids.
Tomo's
Well, that's why I
saying.
support. Can
Well,
you
if
be,
But that's
you
what
thought
Danny
that,
please,
Luke,
Tomo's
you
God?
would have
saying.
fucking said it
Can you
when
be quiet,
Banksy was
Tom?
running his mouth.
That's what
If
I
you
But
thought,
that's
really
Lady
what
thought
Danny
Vine.
that,
Tomo's
Luke,
I
saying,
you
you
would
thought
have said
our
it when
idiot.
kids are
Banksy was running his
your
mouth.
kids.
But you
So
didn't
clearly,
choose
you
to, did you?
separate kids
So
by
shut the
skin
fuck
colour.
up, Luke. Shut
You
up.
shut the fuck
Shut
up, you
up.
racist
Shut the
bitch.
fuck up. You're chatting
You
shit
shut
and you know
racist,
it. You're chatting shit
racist
and
bitch.
you know it.
Okay, guys, I'm waiting
You're a
to,
racist, you're a
for a moment here.
segregationist,
First
you
of all,
fucking
Lady
play
D,
racial
Lady D,
politics all
who
the
says I
fucking
didn't
time.
care
You can't offer
about
empathy to a fucking white
Damilola
child who's
Taylor?
been killed without
What
bringing it back to a black
indicates
child. You are
that I
sick in the
don't
head,
care
bitch.
about someone like that dying?
She's fucking sick. No, because he didn't have black skin, that's
Banksy,
why.
are you there? Banksy,
What
can
do
I
you
ask you a
mean?
No, it's not
question?
What are you
skin.
Banksy,
talking about?
listen.
The kid that got
1
killed by
minute,
that
man.
guy with the samurai sword was a black kid.
Supporting by PayPal and
Exactly.
everything.
Banksy,
But
listen.
He's chatting shit.
by
He's
this
actually
time,
chatting shit right now. He doesn't
you're
know what
chatting
he's
shit and
arguing
you're being
about.
Yeah.
exposed,
He
bitch.
doesn't know what
Ignore
he's
him.
arguing
Ignore
about
him.
by his
Racist,
biasness,
Ignore
I'm
him.
yeah?
trying to
That
ask
he doesn't
you,
know what
Lady
he's actually
Divine.
arguing about by his
Lady Divine.
fucking biasness,
racist
which is
bitch.
Lady
patently
Divine,
obvious,
I'm
Luke.
asking
It's
you,
patently obvious,
what
Luke.
No, and it's quite
indicated to
obvious that
you
you're
that I
fucking racist.
didn't care about Dan
That's
Milola?
crazy.
What have I ever said that said I don't care about
What
Dan
I'm
Milola
saying,
Taylor?
Banksy, if you apply your analogy you just made, when everyone fucking sat down there and kept quiet, Luke never pipe up then. You said,
I've only
your
just tuned
words
in, you
were,
silly
yeah?
cow.
You
Stop
only
it.
worry about your doorstep, what's going on in your house, and you don't give a
Yes,
fuck about anyone
and
else.
Dan
When if
Milola
Luke
got
felt
killed
so
in
fucking
Peckham.
strongly about that, he would have checked you. But he didn't. He didn't. He waited
No,
for
I
me to
checked you,
come and check
bitch.
you
I
for him to
checked
come
you.
and
Right,
check me. Fuck
Racism.
you, Luke.
Check
Fuck off.
what?
Fuck off, man.
Luke wanted the statistics, so here's the
No one ever
statistics, yeah?
wants to see. Look, wait, what was
He
it?
56,
can't even
You have
say it.
so
statistics, you weirdo.
43% were
But
white,
you're talking about
55,
statistics.
so 42% were black,
Wait, what
2%
the
were
fuck are you
under the
talking
age of
about?
12, and 24% are teenagers. That's who's been killed in London in the last 12 months.
That's
Exactly.
Smiley. Who asked
This
the
is
statistics,
madness that's happening in London.
Who
All
asked the
these
statistics?
children
Right,
are
you
dying. All
wanted
these
the
young people are
statistics
killing
for
each
No, I
other.
night
never.
time in
This
London
shit
and
is
No, I
who's
never.
been killed
insane.
in
No, I
London.
never.
Right, you said it
Smiley.
doesn't happen.
Nobody's after
Right,
statistics at all.
you said it doesn't
Smiley.
happen. It happens all the time.
What are you
Fact
talking
check.
about? 9-year-olds
Fact check.
get killed in the street, do they? Can you
Luke,
bring
you're
me
an
another
idiot. He just
example,
gave you the
please?
facts. Stop it. You're
Can
digging
you,
yourself in
Con, you're not
deeper.
helping. He's saying
You're
it
digging
happens all the
yourself in
time. Where
deeper,
little
you
kids get killed on the
Mongo.
street. Con, you're just speaking now for the sake of you, not actually adding anything.
Shut up, you Mongolian.
You did, but you're a fattest Judge Judy.
You
of everything right.
Mongolian. Shut
Smiler,
up.
Smiler, can you bring other examples of children under 9 being stabbed?
Yeah,
Please.
going murders in London 2021 by age, gender, and race.
How are you questioning Smiler, you idiot?
I'm not questioning you, am I? So you be quiet, Con? So
Go
Digging
nobody
on
has
to
yourself in
Google.
deeper. We're trying
Go
to
to the
talk about
Metropolitan
Danny Tomo
Police.
and his
Again, when I'm trying to speak to
stupid
Smiler, Con wants to speak
comments.
again. What a
We're
spacker.
expecting you idiots to fucking support us in this by saying that these things shouldn't be used as political footballs, and you're coming on doing this bullshit. It's
Right.
embarrassing, bruv.
Right, you're still crying.
Embarrassing.
Lady Divine, can you advise me whether any black children have been slaughtered in this past few days with this incident? Do you know
Oh
whether
my
any of the
God,
kids
what
are
a
black or not?
question. This
I'm not asking you,
spasmo.
Lady Van, do you know
Listen,
whether any tickets are
you
back or not?
To be
forfeited your
perfectly
right.
honest
You
with you, Luke,
forfeited your
to
right
be
to ask
perfectly honest with
questions.
you, within the last 48 hours, I guarantee you there are children, there are young boys who've been stabbed up and killed each other
you
in
listening to what I'm
London. We
saying?
just don't get the
Listen, this
reports.
happens every
Banksy, are you
fucking
listening to what
day.
I'm saying?
It happens
Doorstep,
every
fucking
night.
taxi,
Here,
fucking
this
Ubers.
incident that
It's
doesn't give a
literally
fuck
across
about,
the internet, Luke.
Lady
We don't,
Vine,
we,
this
just because
incident
you're not hearing us
that
coming
you don't
crying
give a
about
fuck
it doesn't
about, you
mean that
don't
it's
know
not
whether there's any
happening.
black children involved or not. And I can guarantee you, tomorrow, if we wake up and find out that this 9-year-old who's just died 10 minutes ago turns out to be
We
black,
know that.
then
We're
you'll
the
be up
ones
and
What the
down
saying
fuck's
that,
about
that
Luke.
got to
it,
do
You
with
and you'll be
anything
spaz.
I'm saying, Luke?
Tom
What
We're the
are you
ones
saying that's
saying
got
that.
anything to do with what I'm saying, Luke?
Luke, we're the ones saying that. Danny
Con,
Tomo's
you're
the
not
one saying
speaking. Can you not allow
different.
Lady Divine to respond?
Let him speak. I can't even hear him. What is any of
I'm
that you're
speaking
saying
to
got to do
you,
with what
Lady
I'm
Divine, and he's
saying?
speaking for you.
You're
All
being
right,
silly,
Luke, I
Luke.
mean, Khan, go on mute a second. Let me hear what he's saying.
All
I need
right.
to hear what he's saying that I'm saying. Go on, Luke.
What do you want me to do, sorry?
There you go,
No, you
Luke.
were
It's in
saying
the
you're
back.
trying to
It's in
point
the
something to
back.
what
Go
I'm
and look at
saying.
it.
Let
Charlie,
him
put your stats up your
speak.
ass,
Let
for
him.
fuck's sake. Nobody's asked for stats, you weirdo. Now you go
Yeah,
and read your
forget
stats on
stats,
your own.
Smiler. Forget
Well,
stats a second.
you're
Smiler,
saying
forget
it
the
doesn't
stats.
happen. You're saying it doesn't
It didn't
happen,
happen,
Luke.
you knobhead. Of course it fucking happens. Who said it doesn't happen?
You did.
No, I never.
Yes, you
Yeah,
did.
you did.
No, I never.
Yeah, you did. You said it doesn't
Oh.
happen. Prove it. Show me.
I said, can you bring me examples of
Banksy
9-year-olds?
says it happens every
That's
day
not
in
me
fucking
saying it doesn't happen.
London. You said, show
Smiley.
me. Show me.
Smiley. Me
Luke,
asking you to bring evidence
Luke,
is not
stop a
me saying that
minute.
it doesn't fucking happen,
Listen,
knobhead.
Luke. Danny Tomo said,
Now can
what
Lady
has to
Divine
happen
finally respond
next?
to me?
Listen, Danny
No,
Tomo
Con,
said, what has
nobody's
to
going to
happen
speak
next?
to you.
Does
No,
one of
Con.
our
Be quiet,
children
Con. Lady
need to
Divine
get
speaking.
stabbed?
Con,
Me, Lady D,
nobody's speaking to you,
and
Con. I'm just going to
Wendy
overcut you until Lady
and
Divine
fucking Becky
speaks
are
again.
saying, these
So be
are
quiet,
our
Con.
children.
Be quiet,
These
Con.
are our children. And
Okay.
Danny Tomo's sitting on a
Okay.
video saying, what has to happen next? Does
Okay,
one of our
Con. Now
children
can
need to
Lady
get
Divine
stabbed?
respond? Thank
No,
you.
I'm talking to you,
No,
Luke.
Lady Divine was speaking.
I'm talking
Yes,
to
you
you.
go on
You're
mute.
saying you're not a fan of
Lady
Danny
Divine
Tomo, yet
asked
you're
to
sticking
speak,
up for
and
him
you
because
was,
he's
I asked you
white,
to go on
and then
mute.
you're
So you
calling
take
Lady
yourself
D
off mute and you
racist.
continue speaking.
You're
Can you
sticking up
please be
for Danny
quiet
Tomo
and allow Lady
because he's
Divine
one
to
of
respond
your
to me?
own. You got no reason to stick up for him apart from the fact that you share a skin color, and
I
then you're
can't
coming
stand
on
Danny
here
Tomo. Fuck
telling
Danny
Lady D
Tomo. Is that
she's a
clear?
racist.
Fuck Danny Tomo. Is that clear? Now can
All right,
Lady
but
Divine
we're
respond?
talking about the statement that he's made
Oh my
where
God,
he
this guy's a
said,
fucking egg.
what has to happen next is one of our children need to get stabbed. And me
Right,
and
who's
Becky
our
are the ones
children?
saying,
Who's our
these are
children?
our children. These
No,
are
babe.
our children. What are you
Bastard.
talking about?
Right,
Lady
now
D
can
is
Lady
telling
Divine
you
respond?
about black children in London and you're arguing, Luke.
Right, now can Lady Divine respond, Con?
Go on, Lady
Thank
D.
you. Lady
Go on,
Divine,
Lady
go
D.
ahead.
Go on, Lady D.
So what is it you're trying to accuse me of right now? What is it your contention?
The fact that he doesn't seem to be speaking about black children, you seem to be downplaying the death of all these other children, and you can't
Mad.
allow the death of these children to be mourned and for people to be
Shocking.
outraged at it without you bringing up another scenario that may involve a melanated child and saying, "Well, he didn't."
Wow.
Can you be quiet, Con? And you say that he can't show
Disgusting.
empathy.
It's
Then he
disgusting.
didn't show empathy in this scenario that involved a black
I
child.
can't tolerate
Run
this.
him
It's
and run the
disgusting.
scenario. That's what I'm
Kick
hearing
him
from
off,
you.
man. Kick him off.
Okay, so Luke, seeing as though that's what
Kick
you're
me off, you
hearing
fucking
from me
fat mess.
down
You kick
there
me off,
in
Con.
wherever the fuck you
Kick
is,
him
yeah.
off.
Seeing as though that's what you heard from wherever the fuck you are, let me help make you hear it much more clearer, because you clearly heard all the fucking way wrong and heard what you wanted to hear and not what I actually said. So I said, first of all, this fucker is out here race baiting, yeah? Using trying to play on the fucking heartstrings of the fucking white people them with his fucking emotional fucking blackmail tactics, yeah? Telling the people them to go up across the cities and all these fucking things. You never had a problem with that. I'm saying this guy out here is manipulating a situation, trying to use a whole fucking soldier fucking situation that only happened 5 days ago as an excuse to why the white people them need to rise up. You, my guy, don't have a problem with that. Banksy now comes up on this bitch here, talking about he only has to worry about his people and his kids and what goes on in his house, fuck anywhere else. You don't have a problem with that. But when I come and lick out against Banksy and say, okay, Banksy, well, let's use that same fucking measuring stick across everybody else's community. So, okay, if black people were saying, okay, the same thing with Dharma Lola Taylor, you shouldn't have a problem with it. But you don't have a problem with that. You have a problem with me addressing Banksy. What's your fucking issue actually, real?
Let me respond to you. I'll respond to you.
Go on.
The fact that, and guys who may not have seen it before may see it now. They might not have seen that you've racialized this, but the fact that you said that he's trying to cause racial politics, where he's not mentioned anything to do with race, trying to cause fucking race wars or something, trying to rile up the fucking white people. He's not mentioned that in any way, shape or form.
Who is he talking to, Luke?
Let me finish, Lady Divine. You've seen that. It's your mindset that is sin that he's trying to wind up fucking white people.
That's crazy.
That tells me that it's your fucking racial politics.
That's crazy. He said asylum seekers. Are there any English asylum seekers, Luke?
Yes.
Not
Yeah,
him.
no,
Are
there
there
are,
English
there,
asylum
no, there are
seekers?
Polish
Let
asylum
him go,
seekers.
Khan.
There
Let
are
him go.
Ukrainian
He's talking
asylum
himself
seekers.
into a
This is
fucking
what.
hole.
This
Let
is
him
why
go,
you guys.
Khan. Let
No,
him
it's
go.
because you guys are racist and you have racist thoughts. So you always automatically go.
Exactly
Not all
that.
immigrants are
Exactly.
brown and black. There are Polish immigrants. There are
So who's the
Ukrainian
fucking
immigrants.
immigrant?
There
Banksy,
are
stop the
Slovak.
fucking games.
There are
Banksy,
Russian
stop the fucking
immigrants.
games. Banksy, stop the
Exactly,
fucking games.
exactly,
You know
Banksy,
when he's talking
exactly.
about immigrants, he's talking about Muslims, yeah? You know for the fuck who the fuck he's talking to. And the white people that he's talking to, you do know it's white people. So when I actually put a fucking label it and call it what the fuck it is, why is Luke mad? Why the fuck is Luke mad?
You can call it whatever you want, but those are your vast sweeping assumptions. The fact is, if this guy turns out to be a fucking Hungarian, we want to string him up just as much as if he was fucking Syrian or Pakistani.
We know what he's saying.
Banksy, well done. It's their fucking racial.
We know what he's saying,
it's not
bro.
ours. It's yours,
You know what he's saying? He's saying people just got off boats. Are you telling me they're English?
Illegal
or
fucking
Polish?
immigrants. He's only talking about them fucking Middle Eastern
Well,
people, whoever the fuck he's
Albanians
talking
come on
about.
board
He
as
even
well,
said,
Who
I'm
else he
saying
going
a
to be
Middle
talking
Eastern
about, Luke?
country. He
Use
even
your
said
common
it.
sense, Luke. You're high your IQ, right?
Well,
How
you
IQ? Who else can
gaslighting
he be
us.
talking about, Luke?
You
They're
try
gaslighting us like we're
to some form of
idiots.
empathy without trying to bring it back
It's
to fucking
embarrassing. It's
You're
embarrassing.
racist as fuck.
It's embarrassing. It's like you ain't been on G Block for the last
You're
6
embarrassing.
years.
You're a fat
Show me
knacker.
You
fucking
ain't been on
Caribbeans that
G
come
Block
here
for the
on
last
boats.
6 years, have
Show me
you?
them. Show me the ones that
Embarrassment
come
for
here
you.
on boats. Who
Gaslighting.
are they, Luke? Who are the people that come here on boats? If you want to be so fucking stupid about it, who
So
It's
are
Chinese
they?
people that
stupid.
come here on
Oh, there
board.
must be black Americans
So
coming here on boats
stupid,
then, innit?
man.
It
Are you
must be the
saying it's
black
only black people
Americans.
that come on
That'll make
board?
more fucking sense.
Do you not know that Albanians also come on boats? Mongol.
Fuck off. Talking
Yes,
shit.
Albanians,
shit.
Romanians. In
On
fact,
boats.
the shit that
There's a
kicked
Banksy,
off,
return
don't
policy
fall
with
the,
to his
the
Albania.
shit
level.
that
They can't,
kicked
they
off.
Banksy,
can't do
don't
anything.
fall to his level.
No,
You're
no,
an
no, no.
idiot
The
if you're
fact
saying
is, the
that.
There's a
shit that
return
kicked
policy
off
with
in
Albania to their
Luton,
return.
in Leeds, was to do with Romanians, gypsies. It was Roma fucking gypsies that kicked off all that shit in Leeds. So it had nothing to do with Pakistanis. The Pakistanis joined in and they started then burning police cars and buses down. But the whole thing initially was
Well, Roma
Roma
gypsies are
gypsies.
Punjabi. Roma gypsies are Punjabis, not Romanian.
Oh my god, this guy's a fucking.
Roma
Are you
gypsies are
autistic?
Punjabis.
Are you autistic?
Sorry,
Marlon?
what?
Hey, but listen though,
Roma
yeah.
gypsies are fucking
Hey,
Romanians.
yo.
No, they're not.
Let me
Banksy.
let me
No, they're
speak for a
not.
sec, yeah. When Danny Tomo was doing his bit there, he was doing a bit of dog whistling, man. We got a bit of that, man. At least,
I'm
he did say,
not watched it all,
he
but
did,
he is a dog
nah,
whistler.
he did,
He jumps on shit all the
he,
time. Say about
yeah,
that.
you know, he did. He was saying, if we find out if it's a legal immigrant, every foreigner, every immigrant should have their house searched or whatever. Really, like that.
He
If it,
literally said that, and I literally said, so what about the white indigenous people? Luke, go on like he can't fucking hear what I said, you know? Luke, go on like Luke, I see you, brethren. I see you.
See,
Keep
I've seen
going,
you
though.
for a long time, Lady Vine. I've seen you for a long time, love. Don't worry about that. I've had
Wow.
you sat on the table for a long time, bitch. You got 2
Wow.
aces.
This is crazy.
it's a bit,
I've got 4.
well, I'm saying in that scenario there, yeah, I can understand why anyone that obviously wasn't like a English person might have thought that he was pointing at them in that scenario there.
So they've allowed this guy to completely narrate what's gone on in the past 2 days, and as a result of it, from my opinion, have eradicated any form of empathy that may have been in your fucking fibre, all because Daddy Tomo's now jumped on it. Well done,
That's
guys.
crazy. You never listened to everything, Luke. I
No one
said
said that. Yeah, no one
Sorry.
ever said that though. Man.
sorry.
That's a big influence, bro. But
Look,
I
guys,
definitely never
You never heard
that, innit?
everything, bro.
So yeah.
Actions
Also,
speak louder than words, Billy. Don't you agree with
that's
that?
what. Now,
The
what I
biasness is
think,
fucking
yeah,
real,
is
though.
that
The
what I-
cognitive dissonance is
what I did-
real.
listen. What I did though was saying I was asking Becky to replay it so you could hear the context in the different comments that was being made. So just for clarity, innit? Like, but you might have jumped in a little bit later, earlier. You might have heard it. You might have heard it at the time. You might not.
I'd rather watch it, the Ghost Review one, because that's the comments that has riled me up. Listening to Sakina downplay it and say, "What about the Palestinian kids?"
Okay, play it again. I don't mind. I mean,
Yeah,
I'm
play again,
happy to listen to it.
like the way let me give my context so you can't say I'm being biased on this one then as well. Yeah, with replaying it twice or whatever. What I thought I heard, the context I thought I heard was that oh, they was complaining that he was only showing empathy that he's seeing the English children dying and not any other children dying. And maybe that you've seen it, that they're showing empathy for other children dying and not English children dying. So that's
But
what
we
I
don't
feel
know,
like.
we don't know anything about these children, Billy. These children could be these children who have been killed. They could be Muslim for we know. We don't have a clue about the children.
Yeah, we don't know. We
Exactly
don't even know
our
what
point.
colour they are.
Exactly
Exactly
our
our
Whatever.
point.
These
point.
people are playing
Just don't know
Exactly the
It,
point, Luke.
it's happening all the country, regardless of who it's happened to.
Luke, here's the facts. You're
Yeah,
making
I
our
agree.
argument against
That's
Danny
what I'm
Tomo
saying. That's
against
right.
us, but the only reason you're sticking up for Danny Tomo is because he's white. You
I
got
can't
nothing in
stand Danny
common with
Tomo,
him.
you know.
You got nothing in common
The
with him. You're
Right,
sticking
I
up for him
didn't,
because
right,
he's
right, you've
white,
said
and then
that.
you're coming on here calling Lady Divine black.
Bullshit.
So
Right,
Birds of a
Lady
feather
Divine
will
let me
always
racist.
respond
flock
to you.
I'm
Let me respond
calling
to
together.
you.
bullshit
Guys,
on
let me
that.
respond to that. Let me respond to it.
No,
Can you
you're
show me
lying.
one time where I have defended Danny Tomo and I haven't
Yes, you
called him a
did.
fucking wrong un who's
You're
kidnapped
arguing his
people?
point.
Let me respond, Corn. I think this guy's a fucking wrong un for two reasons. A, because he's a fucking kidnapper and he's trying to be fucking moralistic. B, because when he got involved with the grooming gangs, he slept with a grooming victim who was overage, by the way, but he used his power position to sleep with a fucking grooming victim. I don't think he's any person to be any fucking face of any movement, so I'm not no fan of him at all. So wind your fat fucking neck in and stick to the facts, Corn.
You're being silly. You're arguing the points that we're using against Danny Tomo against us.
I do
How
not
does that
support
make
Danny Tomo.
sense? How does that make
Oxymoron, if
sense,
you
Luke?
ask me. It's a bloody oxymoron.
Well, because that's what I was trying to say. Yeah, that I do think that they wasn't trying to downplay what happened. They were saying more showing that you only or Danny Tomo is only enraged in his car doing these videos now, where this stuff's happened in England,
What do you expect Danny
or
Tomo
where it feels like it might be because we don't know who it is, right? None of us know. It could be an illegal immigrant, like it could be a Philippine, a Muslim dude, or whatever. It could be an English guy as well. Like we could be someone with mental health issues.
let's
We
be real
don't
about
know
it.
the scenario.
So let's be
I
real
don't. I
about
don't.
it.
I don't
When I was listening, Billy, and Sakina was speaking, it was like, oh well, you don't get, do you want me to give a fuck now? It happens in Palestine. Let's listen back to that. Let's listen back to Ghost review.
That's what. That's what.
So
That's
when did that
what I
become
was
Lady
saying.
D? When did
If
that
we
become
listen,
any of Lady D's points? Let me know. Let me
I'll
know.
tell you
Even
what.
though
I'll tell
I'm
you
the
when
racist, when did that
let me
become
respond
my
to you.
fucking point?
You've asked a question. Now let me respond to you. So when you brought up a particular name, I don't know what the guy's name was, a kid's name. Can you tell me the name again, please?
Damilola Taylor.
Damilola Taylor.
The fact that you even brought that up tells me that you have got some issue that this is a white person and that Damateo, whatever his name was, a black kid, and we didn't show the same fucking empathy, and there was no outrage about this black kid. So why should we show the fucking outrage for the white children?
No one
I know
said why
exactly how
should
you
we.
operate, bitch.
No one said why
No, but
should we.
Not
that was
one
in
thing like
reply.
that was
That was in
said.
I
reply
know
to
how
Nothing
she
like
operates.
that was
yeah,
said.
and that was in
Nothing like
reply
that
to
was
Banksy.
said.
Lady Divine.
But wait,
Stand on what you fucking
Luke,
stand by. Be fucking
Luke,
based
Luke,
about it, and don't be a fucking runner
Luke,
about things.
This how
If you
I
can
know
stick
you're
Luke,
a
you have
bitch
to
and
listen.
emotional
If you're
because not what the
wait,
fuck I said, you little
hold on.
fucking
And
emotional
if you're
bitch.
making that
At
point
least
to
get my
Lady D, you do
fucking
have to
words
make that
right,
point to
yeah?
Banksy
You
though.
little
You have to,
try
you
to
have
emotional
to
give
little
make
up
that
what
point
cunt.
to
was
Banksy too,
Lady Divine.
because. Hey, but listen though, Banksy was saying that I don't give a fuck about any other kids, rah 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 rah. And then that's when Lady D made the
Thank
comparison
you. That's why I
with
know you're a
Damilola
fucking
Taylor.
Exactly.
biased little two-faced little bitch, and you exposed your
It was
fucking self,
Banksy that was
Luke.
making that.
You
I've
exposed
exposed
your
your fucking
fucking
racism
self,
again,
not
bitch.
me. You exposed yourself, boy. Come on, I bought up fucking dumb leg. You never had that same fucking energy neither. Fuck off.
Exactly.
Move,
Yeah.
move. And they're
And
white
when
fucking
I
kids.
refer to when
They're
I
a
refer
white
to our
fucking kids.
doorstep,
Fuck off. Fuck
Lady
off,
Divine, do you think
man.
that's the only example? Do you think that's the only example? You refer to our doorstep. You think that mine and Banks' doorstep is different to yours doorstep. That's how separate you are.
No.
You think that you live in the
No.
fucking Caribbean island, bitch, when you don't. You live in
No, that's
fucking
what Danny
London.
Listen, you
Tomo's saying,
dumb
you
cunt.
idiot.
In
I
London.
said
My
Banksy
doorstep
brought
is your
that
doorstep.
analogy,
Get
and
it
I'm going to
fucking
say,
right.
okay, apply it across the same fucking measuring stick. Banksy brought the energy. So listen, when you're listening good, make sure you're taking the whole fucking conversation, because
Yeah,
it was not me.
but
It was
Lady
Banksy, you
Divine.
dumb
No,
fuck.
your
Yes,
race
but
will
Lady
stand out more,
Divine,
bitch.
you are making a very, very racist and false
What?
assumption that I don't care about Dan Minola Taylor. When the
How
fuck
is that
did I say
racist
I
to
don't
think
care
that?
about?
You
Because
haven't
you
said anything
assume
about it.
because she
How is
assumes
it
that I don't care
racist?
about black people.
Yeah, but
that I
you
only
don't
care
say
about the
anything for
white
black
kids.
people. You don't speak
There's
for
nothing
black
to do
people.
with it. Nothing
That's
to do
the
with it. When
point
I
I'm
said my
making. But when
doorstep,
You
I
haven't
meant
said anything in
everyone in
5
this
in
years.
country,
previous
black
arguments
or
back to
white
me,
or
you've
anyone
always
else.
made it
Because
about
Lady
him,
Divine's
and you've always talked
racism
about
is
guys
That's
from
not
different
exposed here
racist.
that
households,
she
and
thinks
then
I
the
think
that
we're listening
brethren,
to
the
a
everyone
black
topic.
only
women be
cares about their
complaining. We
tribe.
need to be grateful
Everyone
to the
only
white
cares
man.
about
That's
their
your
white
constant argument, right,
racist or
Banksy?
their
We're
particular
immigrants.
race.
We need to be
Because she is
grateful.
always
They're
coming from a
discussing. They
racist
accepted us and
perspective.
all of that,
She's
yeah?
always
So when are
coming.
you
Lady
talking, Banksy? Why
Divine,
are we
Lady
supposed to pick it
Divine,
apart?
your
Why are we supposed to
racism has
pick
been
your fucking mind
exposed.
apart?
That's
When
all that's
all
been
you've ever
exposed
done
is
is
that
come up
you
here
always look
and
at
talk about
everything
fucking
from a
how grateful we should be
Thanks,
to the
racial
you're
fucking
lens.
white
trolling.
man.
You're
Right.
Fuck
I
trolling.
don't
off,
look at it
Banksy.
from a
Stop
You can
racial
never
lens.
trolling.
chat to
When I
me.
said
Fuck
my
off.
doorstep, I
Stop
meant every
trolling, bro.
child
Hey,
in this
Banksy is
country.
such a pagan.
You
Hey,
assumed.
I know. You
No,
can
no,
hear it in his
she.
voice. I
hey,
No,
lie.
the fact is,
You
that,
can
she
hear it in his
assumes
voice.
race. Whilst when I mentioned, when I said every child, everyone in this, I only give a shit about the children of this country. Lady Divine then automatically, because she is racist and she looks at everything through a
Lies.
racist lens, she
Lies.
separated
I said
that I
apply
only
your
care about the white children. I don't care about the
Great.
black
Well
across
children
the
in
done.
this
fucking
Now are
country.
you
board to
seeing it? Now
every
are you seeing that?
Whilst
You're
I
community.
said
listening to
nothing of the sort,
I
I
said
never
then
mentioned
apply
the
your
race of
analogy
children in this
across the
country.
board to every
No,
community.
you didn't. You
Meaning,
separated
if
it
that's
by
the
race.
case, hold on, let me finish. I said apply your analogy across the board to every community, not my community, every community. And if
Did
that's
I
the case,
mention
then
any
hold on, Banksy.
community?
Hold on,
Yes, you
Banksy.
did.
If
Oh,
that's
yeah.
the
Which
The
case,
one
community
that
then
did I
our community,
mention?
British.
wait. I said, if that's the case, then Luke shouldn't be up here then barling about them, Nixie speaking about Gaza and that, because everyone can apply that same analogy you made across the board to their community then, right? Right?
What the fuck are
Correct
you
or not
talking about?
correct?
What
I
did you
said
say?
every
Everyone's gonna
child
mind their
in
own hole
Britain.
then, yeah?
Lady
Banksy?
Divine, Lady
Everyone's gonna
Divine.
mind their own
Did I
hole then at
mention
that point then, Banksy.
communities when I said every child in this country?
No, you
Which
never,
community
Banksy.
did I mention? Which race did
Yeah.
I mention when I said
You
every
didn't mention
child
You said
you didn't
your
in
mention
this
own
community
hole.
still,
country?
but it was
You
in
said your
reply to
own
Separated
hole.
by
Nixie
race.
talking about
You
The only
said your
person who
own
separated
hole.
the people of this country by race
it was
was Lady Divine.
Wow.
but
Exactly.
it
Because the
was
only
wait,
thing
hold on a
I
sec.
only
Look
Where
how
mentioned
much
the
Nixie
work
difference
these lot are
about
putting
between
in.
British
wait, hold on a
children
sec, 'cause-
and Palestinian children and
Nixie was talking
Somali
about
children and Yemeni
yeah, but
children. I said I only give a
listen.
shit about the children of Britain
Listen,
first.
He's not.
Exactly. You're just falling on
How
short.
how it got changed to all the different children or whatever, because I think he was speaking about Danny Tomo must have been. I think so. This is why I want to get it played again, innit? Yeah, because right now it's all off just memory rather than what actually happened. So I think Danny Tomo was speaking about the children. Obviously, rest in peace to the children that's already died, and hopefully the no more children that was injured that day or whatever that had been injured in Southport. And then they was I think Becky and Ghost and even Wendy on the panel was kind of confused that he was saying if it was a foreign dude or whatever, if it was a foreign people or if it was a legal immigrant or whatever, then we're going to ride out or whatever. And they were saying, so it doesn't matter if it's an English person. But then they were saying about, well, what about the other children that's been dying around the world? If you look on X, like I've been saying for ages as well, every time I look on Bambacla X, every day you scroll through, you just see pictures of dead children or children with horrific injuries, not just in Palestine, in other places as well.
You've got to be. I mean, be honest. Like,
And I think
if you see
that's
something
how
that's
the comparison to, hey, Luke, sorry, it's a long explanation here. But what I was saying was that's how the comparison to other children around the world came in initially. I don't think it was in one side or the other saying, oh, well, white children so and so or black children so and so. Because, like, I definitely think, especially in Tommy Robinson's camp or rah, they've been able to suit their talking points, so they don't specifically speak white, rah, black, blah, 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 blah. Do you know what I mean? That because people would just call them racist.
Yeah, but Billy, all I hear when I hear things like that, when I hear things like, yeah, but if you look on social media, it's happening all over the world. You'll see pictures, you see videos of children being killed and that. Well, does that mean all right? Well, it is what it is. We can't do anything about it if it happens in this country. Because that's what I hear. Anytime there's concern, some form of like foreign policy or some form of fucking foreign affair is brought into it. Well, it's happening there, so fucking put up with it. That's the kind of impression I get.
But dude, we're not responsible for your interpretations.
What do you mean we?
That's up to you. Yeah, other people's not as
Well,
responsible
but
for
you're
your.
the panel, you talk
Listen,
we.
whatever we hear, whatever we say, and you interpret it in your mind. That's
also,
your interpretation. That's not
Let me respond to you. Let me make
another thing. I actually don't. That's not the interpretation that I got from
we have now come to
what they were saying.
A while ago, but you brought race into this today. It was you alone who brought race into this today.
Who mentioned the races?
Can I finish? Nobody knows the ethnicity of the attacker. Nobody knows the ethnicity
That's
of the
what we said.
Yeah, you have, let me finish, Sean. Yeah, we've said.
That's our argument to Danny Tomo.
Let me fucking finish.
No, because you always do this.
It was Banksy who said something about our children, and then you tried differentiating in our children, meaning white children, and your children by bringing that black kid's name into it.
No, you're lying. You're lying.
Yes, that's exactly what Lady Divine did. She brought in Damilola Taylor for no reason. Like as if I don't care about Damilola Taylor.
You bringing race into Lady Divine.
Play it back. We're not going to talk no more. Play it back, because this is a fucking joke. Play it right back. Let's
rewind it and play it back, man, because it's here.
And what, before you play it back then, right? Because obviously Luke's accusing Divine of racism because of a particular reaction for some reason. So what are you accusing Becca of being?
What do you mean?
He's not going to call her racist. Oh, hell no.
It wasn't about racism with Becca. It was about like she thinks that we should care about the Palestinian kids more than British kids.
Ask me a question.
Stop, Banksy. Just stop for a sec.
So did Sakina bring in this kid's name into it? She never.
What, Damilola Taylor?
Yeah, she never brought that kid's name into it.
So what that makes it racist?
Yes, that's what brought race into it. Yes, correct.
Lady Divine brought that Damilola Taylor in order to differentiate between races in Britain, as if I don't care about Damilola Taylor, even though I have never given an indication that I don't care about Damilola Taylor. She pulled that out of her ass because she's a racist and she looks at things through a racist lens.
You're being really rude now.
I'm a proud one.
Hey, listen, guys, I'm about to go underground. Yo, you guys.
How about that?
I'm about to go underground in the car park. I'm about to go underground in the car park. Yo, I'm not going to be able to hear you properly.
Sit with racism. You bitches
Don't worry,
call
Billy,
people
we got this,
N-words.
bro. We got this,
Fuck off. None of you lot could never label me.
Wait, we call people the N-word? Who do we call the N-word?
Yeah? That's how I'm a proud fucking
bastard.
Believe
You
that.
little bitch. I've never called anybody the fucking N-word.
Wait, guys. Nanny was in the middle of a point.
Bella, there's people in the back. You're a fucking liar. I've never called anybody the N-word, Lady B. You fucking liar.
I said, yeah, sit with people who use the fucking N-word. So get the
so
fucking what I
and so
say
do
right.
fucking you.
Yes, the fuck you do.
And so do you, bitch. So if I'm a fucking prejudiced...
Wow, he's such a prima donna.
Your mother's a bitch, and your mother before her is a bitch, and all of your ancestors are
I'd rather not be a bitch than my dad, bitch.
I want to hear what Nancy's saying.
You, Mr. Asexual, come from a long line of blood clot bitches. Remember, I tell you that.
Can you hear what Nanifa's questioning was going to be? Sorry, Nines.
Motion, the reason why he got brought back.
Oh my God.
Motion has asked, why did Amelia? He's asked why that kid got brought into it. We don't know why he got brought into it, Motion. The only reason I've come to the conclusion why he got brought into it is because Lady B wanted to bring race politics into it.
This guy, man. As soon as Belly goes, he starts again.
About white children being killed. I hope people can see it because it's very clear to me.
How the fuck can you still be talking?
You shut up, bitch. You think you're Lady Divine.
No, but I started speaking.
I don't give a fuck.
Fucking manners, man.
You have some fucking manners. I was speaking to Motion.
No,
Why'd you fucking
I've allowed you to do your thing.
Motion it on the fucking panel, you dickhead. Shut up.
You're banging on like some...
You're the only one who's fucking asking decent questions round here.
Shut the fuck up, man.
You shut the fuck up, bitch.
That's what I'm saying to you, yeah? Because you were the one came up here screaming, abusing people, calling them this, that, and the other. Based upon what?
Based upon what I just heard, bitch, we're going to review it again. We're going to review it again, all right? I don't want to
His biased fucking emotion.
I hope you're sitting comfortably nice, but we are going to review it again.
Man, fuck off, man. Go find something to do with your dick. Go find something to do with your dick before you come up here with your energy. Go fucking find something to do with your dick, bitch.
Oh, Lord.
You little dirty lesbians. You've got fucking Nines who fucking goes for me out back.
Dirty lesbians.
Go fuck yourself, you little fucking mushies. You bunch of mushies.
Nines that, 1 second. You've got Nines that what?
who plays football and shit. You could wear a sports bra. You're a mush. Go and fuck yourself.
1 second. Did you just mention me playing football?
You play football. You fucking got bigger balls than me, and you got a fucking sports bra.
Everyone's got bigger balls than you. Fuck off, man. Fuck off. You ain't got a drop of testosterone running through that fucking body. Fuck off.
1 second.
You ain't got a drop of decency, bitch. You're a racist.
Man ain't even got lips. You ain't even got lips, motherfucker.
You got lips on your fucking dick, bitch.
You ain't even got lips.
What the fuck happened there, Khan?
You premature little tramp.
You big fat bastard. You got bigger tits than fucking Nines.
That's probably true.
You ain't seen Nines' tits, so don't chat about them.
Yeah, we have. I've seen him in Park,
I think so. I think.
I've seen him in Park.
Don't diss my little chocolate cream cake. Nines. Has Jedi come back to you about anything? Because if Jedi ever talks down at you, let me know. I will do him one. I will find the mandem, catch him slipping in the
streets. If you want decent energy, Lady Divine, sorry, Nines, then give out decent energy. Otherwise, you'll
what energy did I come with, Luke? 1 second, people. What energy did I come with?
There's the man who jumped on.
You jumped on and you said, shut the fuck up.
Who jumped on the fucking show.
You shut the fuck up about 10 times. It's to the point where I told you to shut the fuck up and take your fucking sports bra off. All right,
Luke, you didn't even let her get through her question in.
Why are you lying, Luke? You just sound
so you didn't come on telling me to shut the fuck up, did you not?
You just now sound like another fucking liar.
Emotional
bitch. Shut the fuck up, did you not?
An emotional bitch. That's what the fuck I'm dealing with. An emotional little beta male bitch. A little emotional asexual bitch. That's what you're dealing with.
And you're a whore, Lady Divine. You're a whore. You're a dirty whore, Lady Divine. How many men have you had?
Lady Divine, your bigotry of asexuality is coming through.
Lady Divine?
Just like your racism today.
How many times have you been paid for suckies, Lady Divine?
Don't worry about it, because you ain't getting none clearly, love. You ain't got that. And when you do get it from a fucking man, remember that.
Lady
when you do get it from a fucking man,
and racism is shining bright today.
Lady Divine, it's not my fault that you and
you knew it was a man that was sucking you off, you little pussy. You knew that was a man sucking you off, pussy. You can't chat to us.
You degenerate little pussy.
And you've got Nine sucking your pit right now. You haven't got a pair of fucking double D's between you.
Don't worry, Luke.
Disgusting,
You need 3-on-1 in order to try to get one up on you, Luke.
All because
Thanks,
of
put your camera down.
Because you're on it, Luke.
Just Lady, sorry, just Nice to jump on when we talk about fucking racism.
Suck your mother.
Q9's coming in.
Nisa, can you please carry on with your questioning? Because I'm dying.
Why don't we watch the videos? The preview's all fucking wrong.
Go suck your tits.
You dickhead.
It's too early, man.
Just have to lick him.
It's too early, man.
These filthy scumbags.
ADHD settings.
Can't you shut up? The only thing that's fucking weird on this panel is
suck your udders,
Khan. You're the only one with the biggest tits on here, and there's multiple females. That's an issue, Khan. Sort your tits out.
This is very, very, very.
You're from Turkey. Why don't you go back there and get your fucking double D's reduced?
No, Biggage. Anyone there?
Nah, he's on the job. Nines, he's on the job. Lady D's trying to moderate, but
press play. We want to hear this too.
No, this is the wrong video. We want to watch Ghost Review, thank you, so we can hear people's comments because that's the actual issue at hand.
I just want you to know, Lady, sorry, not Lady, Nines, I've got you. I'm gonna catch Jedi slipping in the streets. Mandem's gonna get some.
Go on mute. Stop being an idiot, man.
Go on mute.
Really, we need Wendy on because Wendy and Thingy, Becky were saying the same thing. So I don't know why Luke's focusing on Becky.
Get Wendy on. If she's saying what about Palestinian kids, and I'll say it same to Wendy.
She said it doesn't matter what difference it makes what the ethnicity of the murderer is.
Yeah,
that he should get the death penalty, and we all agreed.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, we all agreed. So don't tell us about we ain't got sympathy.
Nobody's arguing that.
You two-dimensional paper cutout of a character.
You're just moving the goalposts again.
No. I'm telling you what happened on the video.
Penalty.
We all agreed that he should get the death penalty regardless of his ethnicity.
100%. If the guy turns out to be some fucking Hungarian, some
Pole,
some Ukrainian, he should be hung up.
I said, even if it was my own brother, I would be the one to cut his throat. I would not let him live.
Yes,
I said that. But listen to Luke, you'd think we're all racist.
Not you. You don't say you're racist. I said Lady Divine. Are you a Lady Divine?
Not today. Not today. You're racist and taking fucking day. But you sit there fucking hive. fuck off, mate. You can't chat to me.
You sit with Captain 1 minute. You sat with Captain while he was calling.
Yo.
P-word.
He's
You
back,
didn't
he's
say
back, he's
shit,
back.
Lady Vine. So go
Stop
fuck
it,
yourself.
Luke.
Double standards.
Use lots. Hold on a sec. Yeah. Becca, you
Edward
there?
over and over and over, and you big him up. You literally said big him up.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
Which one do you want me to play? Do you
Hold
want me
on a
to
sec,
play the
brother.
Danny Tommy one or the
Play
Ghost one?
Play the review. Play the Ghost review one.
Yeah, but why is this your guys' first reaction though? It seems like before you've even showed any concern about the children who's died, you straight away used it as a weapon against people.
Point.
It's sick and twisted.
That's not true. That's not
Yeah,
true.
it is. No,
That's
it
not
kind
true.
of is.
That's not
Quite a
true.
lot of things
That's
actually.
not-
That's not fair comment.
That's not
Dave.
true.
That's
That's
not
not
fair
true.
comment.
You're
That's not
mentioning
true.
children from
That's not a
Palestine.
fair
So
comment.
what has
That's not
Palestine
true.
got to do with Stockport?
No, Danny
What's
Thomas
Palestine
said
got
he's
to do
never
with
seen
Stockport?
anything
1
like
second,
this.
stop right there. Who mentioned children of Palestine? In Ghost's
Belly a
video,
minute
who
ago.
In
Danny
Ghost's
Tom-
video, who mentioned
No, that was
Palestine?
a summary of what happened.
Sakina did. So we'll watch it
So
again.
where's
You
the
can watch along
racism
with us,
portion?
can't you?
That's why I asked
Yeah,
you. What do you
rewind
call
it,
her?
man.
What do you
So
call
we're
Sakina?
going to watch it now, Lady
No,
Nine.
we don't
Just be
need to
quiet.
watch it.
No, let her
Now,
answer.
Just fuck up. We'll watch it, won't we?
So now, what do you
It was
call
Yeah,
Lady
let him
D,
play.
apparently.
Let him play.
It
Let
was
him play.
Lady D,
Let him
Let him play,
apparently.
man. Because
Because that was my only
I
question.
wasn't even on the panel speaking.
Nines. With respect, if
I was
you
giving a recap of what happened.
we can watch it, can't we, Nines?
But
How is it
No, no,
racism if
no,
Becky said it?
When they tell you to shut the fuck up.
Luke,
see
how
how
is it
you-
racism if Becky
Yeah.
said it? How is
See
it
if you listen to
racism?
people when they tell you to shut the fuck up, Nines, while we watch the video.
Shut up, man.
Oh,
You got
if that's your initial
I ask you one simple question. What
Shut the fuck up.
Dave, you're cutting. Dave, you're cutting. Dave, I can't hear you. You sound like a robot.
listen, yeah, that wasn't anyone's initial reaction.
Bringing in other lying narratives on top
Everyone
of it.
calm down, man. Why is everyone excited?
You flopped this morning, man. You
I'm
completely
surrounded by
Broken down very
Yeah,
All
watch
right,
the
just
video.
let everyone go on mute and let the
Wait,
video
wait,
play,
you stop, you
please.
stop.
Let everyone
Wait,
go
hold
on
on a
mute.
second.
Everyone
Hold on
go
a second.
mute.
Hold on. Hold on, use that. We need to replay the video, yeah, so we can see who was saying blah blah blah, this, that, and the other first, and all that, the other. Yeah. Oh, there's a lot of wild accusations being made right now, innit? So let's get back to
Exactly.
Let's find out and get back to the truth, so then we can work with what really happened, and what never happened can just get thrown in the bin, right? Right. So
More going off. I was more going as a.
Can't hear you, Dave. Your connection's
you might
really
chip it
bad.
out, bro. Dave, your connection's bad, bro. I'd have you on the roadside still, but yeah, man. Yeah, if anyone's looking for me, I'm in Brentford High Street right now, yeah?
Who you talking to, Brian L?
Yeah, man, yeah, I heard a lot of people looking for me, man. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? Like, Brentford High Street, 6 miles pub.
Man's
I'm
out
at the
here,
6 miles pub.
both of them.
Back
Yeah.
to have, you know what I mean? Back to have a quick cheeky off. You know?
Right, can we
man.
roll
All
the tape,
right,
please?
so
I'm ready to be vindicated.
now everyone's calmed down. Let's play.
Yeah, this is going to be
Let
silly
it
because
play.
Lady D weren't even there,
Right, listen.
and she's been accused of being
Listen.
racist.
It's right back
Listen,
later.
Yo,
Becky's
listen.
right.
Wait, hold on.
You don't even know what you're talking
Hold
about.
on.
This is crazy.
Hold on a sec. Yeah, Becky's playing the tape here, so shout
up
pause
Becky
when you
still.
want it to pause. Yeah, shout pause when you want it to pause. Yeah, big up yourself, Bex, and like try to speak one at a time as well, right? So we can all hear what's happening in the car. I'm about to go into a customer's house, like I'm just out in the porchway, and hopefully a customer hasn't walked past me while people were shouting and that mad, and I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, tell Luke not to shout then.
You stop
Nah,
interrupting.
yeah, all right. You guys, come on, one at a time. Let it play. Let's get to the facts, yeah, and then we can
kind of
deal with everything else after that. Yeah.
Oi, Veli, can you nominate a moderator? Because obviously Lady
begging.
D's been sucked into the argument by Luke.
Can you stop
I think
begging?
I was the moderator. Remember that? Let's.
Yeah,
we're
you
gonna
was
let it
trying to
play.
moderate.
Nines is
We're
going to be
let
the
it play,
moderator.
though.
Nines will be the moderator, innit? Obviously,
Yeah, big
Lady
up
D
Nines,
actually ended the discussion. Yeah. But then use that. You've got to speak one at a time. Yeah, let each other finish your sentence.
Listen, the only person who doesn't really allow it is
Stop,
Colin.
Luke,
Colin just
stop,
interrupts as he's doing
No,
now.
Neith is the moderator. Stop now.
No, I won't stop, Colin. You stop, fat bastard.
All right, put him in the back.
Here we go
Put him
again.
in the back. He's been abused.
Yo.
Here we go again.
Use that. Stop winding each other up, man.
Man, you don't. Do you think you get? You
Luke,
can tell people.
Man said let it play.
He's gonna let it play. He's gonna let it play.
I said that 5 minutes ago. Let it play.
Stop.
You be quiet, Colin.
Stop.
Can't find
Yo,
this.
this you has to have the last word.
And everything is everything. Can you stop calling me a cracker, you racist piece of shit? Your
Shut
mum's
up
a
with your no
cracker.
lips.
Your mum's a cracker.
All right, you lot, come on, man.
Play the video, otherwise
Type in the
you
chat, yeah. Play the video. Type replies back and whatever.
Yo, 9, turn up your
people on the
mic,
panel,
sis,
let's go,
man.
man.
9, turn up your
Ignore
mic.
the dot, turn it up.
Yeah, 9, you might slow as well still. But listen, I gotta jump off, man. Play the video, but
He's been left in charge of the scum, man.
How can he be left in? Oh my god.
If you can see me and hear me, let me know.
Look at him, such a twat.
Isn't he?
He's a great
One of those
guy.
guys, like, you know, he's got one of those faces you'd love to punch. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, he's been punched.
Fucking
Little
Chad
mister.
looking bastard. Look
I
at
was
him,
in
look.
the army but got kicked out.
Let me know if you
taken
can hear me
blood.
and see me, please. Send me a message, let me know.
Oh, that Essex accent, you can hear it. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a great man. You have no idea.
Okay. Okay. So this is how it's gonna go down. This is how it's gonna happen,
You tell us.
Hate
go
is
on.
hate.
This is how it's gonna happen. If this fella has come off a boat, shit. Even if he's not come off a boat, even if honestly, I'm ready to.
Are we talking about
I'm literally
the
ready to go. Do you
girl?
know what? I've just been sent the pictures of Southport today.
Okay. Get on with it.
7-year-old girl, mate, lying on the fucking floor.
All right.
Blood pissing out of every fucking stab hole. Like, what is going on?
Why did you have to be so
Is
graphic?
anyone else ready? Because I'm ready. I'm literally ready. Like, this is it. Like, honestly, if we find out this fella's come out over on a boat, yeah, how much more?
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
how
can't
much
take
more
you
until we
seriously.
say that
Can you
actually
pause a
going
second,
down
please?
somewhere and just walking?
Yeah, Becca, pause right there, sir.
So
Go on,
can you
Luke.
just
I'll
advise
go after
me
you.
why you're giggling away and saying that you can't take it seriously?
Because I can't take him seriously. I'm
Yeah, but then
laughing
when
at
he
him
mentioned
because
that
he's
there
a
was
fucking joke.
when he mentioned that there was holes in the kids and blood pouring out, the way
And
that he
did you not
replied,
hear
like,
what I said
all
before?
right.
Then I said, why has he got to be so graphic?
No, I mean, don't forget we have all heard it, Sakina. So you do go on to say, well, what about the kids in Palestine?
Yeah, because he's talking about images that he has seen. And I said, okay, we see it on Twitter every day. What about the kids in Palestine? It's on Twitter every day. It was a comparison. I weren't trying to.
you're downplaying it.
I'm not downplaying it.
So let me pause there. Let me pause that there before we get carried away again. Here's my thing. Listening to this. First of all, he says, if we find out these immigrants come off a boat, what is that implying? First of all, let's all use our high IQs. Let's use our high IQs around here, right, Luke? Then he said, we. Who's the we he's talking to, Luke? Let's use our high IQs.
Lady Divine, I'm not responding.
The British.
I've already addressed it. I've not even watched the whole video throughout. I'm responding to the way that Sakina made it about Palestine. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about the contents of what he's speaking about. I'm talking about the fact that he wasn't able to speak, or this situation, what happened yesterday, wasn't allowed to happen without Palestine being brought into it.
So why is it racist?
I said that Lady Divine's racist for making it a black issue.
But she just said the same thing Becky said.
She brought up a black child's name and said
This is crazy. This is actually crazy.
Let me finish then, Lady Divine. Banksy turned around and said that we care about our children or something along those lines. And you said that you didn't care about our children.
And you backed it. You backed it for Banksy.
Moderation, Con. You're the only person who's interrupting. So Banksy was talking about our children. Children. And then Lady Divine brought up a black kid's name and said that he didn't care when it happened to that. She's the one who brought black into it. Now, Sakina is the only person who brought Palestine into it. Are we now on the fucking same page?
No.
You always on cut but you fat twat.
You had already called her a racist by then. Before
no one ever. I called her racist as soon as she mentioned that kid's name.
I called her racist because she mentioned.
Let me help you. Let me help you.
I called you racist, Lady Divine, because you mentioned Damilola.
One second.
I didn't care about Damilola.
Banksy, 1 second. And let's rewind. What actually happened was Luke jumped on the panel. His first thing was, all of you lot on the panel and the other panel are all racist. That was his first opening statement. And I said, well, how the hell have you put me into this category, Luke? Tell me what you've heard me say to make me be racist. That's what you said, you know? That's what you
did say
said,
that.
Luke, yeah? You
did say
said
that.
yeah? Then I said, well, tell me what I said to them. First of all, you went on an attack with fucking Becca. So now I address you and tell you, what did I say? Then you found that I didn't say shit, nor did you backtrack it neither. Yeah?
No, I
Then
don't
you
believe that.
carried
You
on.
hoodwinked me.
Then you carried on and you carried on and you carried on. Then Banksy jumps on and then starts talking about his house and the kid in his house. So I said, and remember, by that time, my
No,
phone
the
had overheated.
point that
My
was
phone
made.
had overheated and
Yeah,
I
that
fell off the
you're
fucking
just
panel.
thinking.
I
Yeah,
was in the
but the
back
point
for
that was
the
made.
longest trying to get
The
back
point.
on, right?
The point
So
that
I
was
came in and
made.
attacked
The point
Banksy's
that was
fucking point.
made. We get your point. But the point that was made is Danny Tomo never mentioned race, and you made it about race. That was the point. And they said you're
Who
projecting
is
your own
the we and
racism
who's the
onto the
boats,
conversation.
Dave? Who is the we and who's the boats, Dave?
The conversation went like Danny Tomo did not mention race. He said immigrant, and Banksy and Luke said immigrant could be any race. And they said the reason
No,
that
he
you
said
now
asylum
mention
seekers.
Stop
He
interrupting
said
me.
asylum seekers.
and that's not and Lady D said suggesting that's to do with race, and Banksy and Luke was pointing out that is not a race because any race can be an asylum seeker.
Thank you.
Yeah, but still a dog whistle. But still a dog whistle.
No, it's not. Stop.
Yeah, sure it is. Of course it is.
Let it play. Let it play, guys. Let it play, though. Let's carry on. Because we want to get to the Wendy bit.
Grieving
He's not grieving. He's not grieving. He's not grieving. We're grieving.
We're grieving on this point right now, but let it play, guys. Let it play.
Stop.
Grieving over dead children is
before we move
Stockport
on.
is a dog
Calm was the one who wanted to.
No.
Just stop. Everyone calm down and just
1
let the
minute,
thing play
Lady
a bit
V.
more.
Let me get this out there.
No, shut up, you fucking puff.
So Khan was the only person who was asking for moderation.
Homophobia.
He's now gone into the kitchen while he makes his fucking 6-course meal, and now he's talking over everybody.
Actually, I'm washing dishes.
Conversation. So can you be
I'm
quiet?
doing the dishes. I'm actually doing the dishes.
Third breakfast.
I'm doing the dishes, actually. If you must know. Because I've actually got kids, unlike Luke. Unlike Luke, I've actually got kids.
Quite what? Right, you want to talk about me not having kids now, or what?
Listen, we're the ones grieving over dead children. You lot are the ones using it as a political football. End of.
Not really.
End of.
Not really.
End of.
Not really. Everything
Yeah,
that's
we're
been said here
grieving.
has been said in reaction to the actions of you lot. So
No. We're reacting. Lying.
Dave,
Empress
I strongly
going.
disagree with that, Dave. Let me tell you why, yeah? Because I don't believe it's
Tell
a
him, man.
reaction. Hold on a minute. Let me talk today because it's going to make more sense than trying to do this with Luke, yeah? I'll tell you why I don't agree with it, Dave, because I'm telling you, I'm listening to this thing for the first time. I'm the one that said, let this thing play, you know? And I'm saying he's wolf whistling and he's race baiting. I literally said those words, yeah? He's literally trying to entice the white people to have fear and to go up and... Remember, he said the word city to city.
So what if the
Dave.
immigrant's white? So what if the immigrant is white?
Well, then he's going to look stupid because that's going to
Not
clearly show
really,
that.
because he said immigrant. Because he said immigrant. The immigrant could be from Poland, Switzerland, fucking anywhere.
Dave.
So
Dave,
you are
Dave,
injecting race.
Listen to me, Dave.
Because they are
Dave,
racist.
listen to me.
Because Lady
Dave,
Divine
that was
is a
the original
racist.
point.
Dave, listen to
That
me.
was
This
the
guy
original
went on
point,
to say, we had enough of this. How much more we're going to let this happen? We've let them get away with the soldier thing. Remember, this was only fucking 5 days ago. That was my actual point, you know? The whole point of my argument is no one ain't gotten away with fucking nothing. This thing hasn't even got to court yet. That's the only thing I said. Luke jumped on talking about how we're all fucking racist. So I had to ask him, how the fuck am I racist?
For bringing race into it now, let it play.
Because you mentioned race before anyone else. When I talked about that Brazilian man, when I talked about wait, look, give me a second.
You will not understand, so let it play.
Look, when I mentioned the Brazilian man with the samurai sword killing that 14-year-old, I never mentioned anything about that kid's race. That was a black kid, but I never mentioned a thing. He was our child. He was a child of London. He was a child of this country. And he didn't deserve to be killed. But Lady Divine brought race into it with Dan Milola because she is a racist and talks about race and looks at the world through a racist lens. Because you are racist at your core. You are racist at your core.
How us immigrants are
Lady D, just accept your racism. You look at everything through a racist lens. When I mentioned the 14-year-old boy, I said a 14-year-old boy. I didn't say he was black. I didn't say he was white because that was irrelevant.
Live stream after live stream after live stream to prove this fucking point. So why the fuck today would you think any differently, Banksy? Why? You tell us.
Lady Divine.
We've established.
Lady Divine.
No,
when I mentioned the young lad, I
went,
literally mentioned the young boy, 14-year-old boy, precious life that was taken far too early. You didn't even mention the fact that because I didn't care whether he was black or white or anything. And it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Why today would you expect anything better when all you've given is these immigrants to be thankful to the white men? These immigrants to be grateful to the white man, let him in the country.
If he's a child in this country, it matters that he's a child in this country. I don't give a shit about children in other countries. I care about the children of my house, and Britain is my house.
Right, I rest my case.
I'm hearing a lot of whites. Yeah, but I'm hearing a lot of. Yeah, but Lady D, really, you've proven our point, right? Because I'm hearing a lot of whites and blacks from you, and I'm not hearing any of that from Banksy, right? So
no, you're not proving no point, Dave. Dave, my point is this.
No, we've got white men, black men.
No, Dave, you ain't proved no point, Dave.
You're biased. You're biased.
No, I'm not biased. I'm honest. Yeah. Dave, let's be honest. You want honesty? Let's be honest. When have you ever heard Banksy come up here and not talk about fucking race and how the great immigrants shouldn't be grateful to the white man for letting them in to destroy their country?
That kind of goes with the theme of this show. Because, because that what Banksy's obviously just going along with the theme of the show because you guys always talk about race.
Be honest, Dave. When has he not done this?
But he's trying to fit in because the theme of this show is always race. So if he came in and started talking about anything else,
you're not doing that. That's his fucking thing. You've seen him on stage on fucking Tommy Robinson's fucking talking out, having the same fucking thing talking up there, yeah?
So this we're not going to do this.
Then. So why today would he expect anything different?
So
why today would he? Why would he expect any different treatment, Dave?
And if it's all because Banks has jumped on and made a.
Unfortunately, Lady Divine has some deep-rooted racism. She hates white women more particularly than any other race and any other gender, and she just is a hater of, especially Jupiter in this particular case. I mean, I've been listening to like what Jupiter's been saying, and I took Jupiter's stuff with a pinch of salt. I didn't think it was true until I heard it with my own ears. Lady Divine truly despises white women and other race and genders, but everything else in her eyes is about race. Is about race. You look at everything and everyone through a racist lens because race is incredibly important to you. Race is a focal point for you. You divide everything in according racial lines.
Can we address how insensitive and disgusting people are injecting Palestine into this issue? Because within hours of children being brutally murdered, people
how is that disgusting, though? How is that a disgusting comparison, Dave?
Because people,
how is that a disgusting comparison?
What I want to ask.
Wait, Nine, he's answering me. Wait, Nine, he's answering me. Wait, go on.
Within hours of children being brutally murdered in the country that you and I live in, we should show some compassion to those children, not use it as some kind of political football to beat people.
But you're then separating children from other children.
No, but hold on. Okay, cool. So, Dave, let's use that same measurement stick.
I just never mentioned Palestine or any other cause. I was just concerned.
Yeah, but you're saying that children are different from other children. We're saying all children. Listen, Danny Tomo said this is the first time I've seen something like this. And we said, no, don't lie. Direct quote, Danny Tomo said, it's the first time you're lying. This is the first time he's seen anything like this. And we said it's been on Twitter for months.
It's all over Twitter if you really want to see children with their limbs falling off and their heads blown off. Like, he's not going to play like this is something that he's just seen for the first time. He's not going to do this, Dave. That's the point of the argument. That was the point. Literally. And then on top of that,
using it as an opportunity to inject your politics.
So what they were saying?
Not at all.
Wait, Tom. Because if you listen to when it press play, when you listen to when it press plays, you literally hear Wendy say, "I don't care if it's black children, white children, whatever the case is, it shouldn't be happening." You heard Sakina saying, "But hold on." When it comes to the children over there in Palestine, like, why is there not the same sympathy? No one is comparing. You know, they're just saying, "Where's the same outcry?" So where's the racism?
And I think
exactly.
Yes, can you stop ad hominem because you're very annoying.
Why are you dictating?
And
Why
it's
are you
not the
dictating
time
who
thing
gets to speak?
because you're adding nothing of relevance. You're just sitting in the back like
According
a
to
woman,
your
like
opinion.
heckling.
According to your opinion. Yeah, but that's
And I
your
think a lot
opinion.
of other people would agree.
No, but
You
you
and
don't
your
rate
fellow
higher.
would.
Excuse me. You don't rate higher than anyone else. We're having a conversation.
Yeah, I'd definitely disagree with you on that one in regards to
Yeah, I know
me.
you would, but I'm setting you
Come on,
straight.
Park, you're getting a sidetrack from the actual point he's talking. Remember, Dave's whole thing is that comparing of the Palestine situation to England is disgusting to him. So I wanted
Can
to
he
help that he
move? Hold on, hold on.
understand.
Is anyone else here listening to what I'm listening to, or is this just like the
Yeah, but I
personification of
can't
mental
mute up
illness?
because you got all this
Can he
echoing,
move
Con,
his
and I can't
microphone?
hear him. Hold on,
It's like
we
this
can't
is
hear,
mental
like for
illness.
real.
Oh,
Or
sorry.
turn it down a bit or something. You're echoing bad. So Dave, yeah, let me try have a conversation with you. Your comparison is okay because people are mentioning the whole Palestine thing.
Am I
It's a
breaking up
sickening.
or are you?
I don't
Is
know.
it me or
Can you hear
have
me?
I gone robot? Or
Can you not hear me?
yeah, I
Hello?
can, but you've gone like
You
roboty.
can hear me
Anybody else?
fine,
Is it me?
man. You're as clear as day, man.
Oh, okay.
Look, I just
So
think
I'm
it's emotion.
saying
I
your
just think it's
argument.
insensitive.
You can't both
Yeah.
be speaking, yeah? So Dave, mute up, then you can reply, please.
I just want to put the question out there to him, innit? His argument is that it's insensitive and it's kind of disgusting the way that people are comparing Palestine to what's going on over here or Israel or whichever, to what's going over here in the UK. And I'm thinking that's not insensitive at all. Because if you look around the world, children are dying like literally. So for him to be so outraged because it's happening worldwide. And I can understand why people are saying what they're saying. That's my thing.
But I just don't see why now is the time to do that. So, like, the nation should be in a time of mourning, right? Children have just been
Can both not
slaughtered, and
happen
then
at the same time?
they can. But I'm going to call you out for it. I'm going to say that it's a very cold, insensitive thing to do.
Well, 1 second though, but the thing is, yeah, and this is why I think that you lot are a little bit off track. Because at the end of the day, if this was coming from just a place of isolation, then maybe. But it's obviously in response to what this guy is saying. Correct? Now, if people are taking it like that, you're saying it's whose fault? Because Becca, Wendy, Divine, myself, whomever else, they can't be the only ones that are taking it like that, can they? Or
Because
is
look,
everyone of a low IQ? Yeah, and that's
no,
what
at
I'm
this
saying.
moment in
When someone
time,
started mentioning racism, that's where someone flopped. That's why my only question was: so what are we saying about Becca then? Because she was in fact the first person to say it.
Yeah, but Nanifa, we've clearly explained to you why race was mentioned and racism, and you've chose not to listen to that.
No, but it was mentioned from when Becca was speaking. That was my whole point. So how was it already about race?
Because it can't be racism from Becca because she's white, and it can't be racism from
No,
Khan. So
because
it has
Danny
to. I'm the only
Tomo,
black one on the panel that's vocal. It has to
Danny
be
Tomo,
racism from Lady D.
Danny Tomo
Even though
never
Lady D
mentioned
wasn't the
race.
one that actually said the words, but it has to be Lady D.
Lady D,
because Danny
don't get
Tomo never
twisted.
mentioned race.
Danny Tomo never mentioned
Lady
race,
did.
and neither did Sakina. My beef, why I first jumped on, was because I was hearing Sakina downplay it and say, well, it happens to the Palestinian kids. What about the Palestinian kids? That's the reason why I jumped on. Nothing to do with race. You made it into race, Lady D. We can play that back as well.
But
it was Becca that mentioned the Palestinian.
Yes, exactly. And at that point, it wasn't about race.
How does it become racial?
I'll tell you. It was at that point.
That's a different subject. That's a different conversation.
It was not about
Becca
race.
mentions the Palestine. Hold on, listen to Luke's logic.
Please
Becca
listen.
mentions
Yes, listen to it.
listen.
No,
Let me
listen
get
to
my
my
point
logic
out.
from me, not
Let me
from
get my
you.
point out. Listen to your logic. Becca mentions the Palestinian children. It's not racism. I mentioned Dam Lane. It's not racism. But as soon as I mentioned Damalola Taylor, now it's racism. Yeah.
Yes, and let me explain that.
We follow that logic.
So let me explain that. Nines, I hope you're listening. So at that point, when Sakina was speaking in that, it was not about race. I jumped on because I heard Sakina, in my opinion, downplay it and just mention Palestine and in a way to try and discredit what's gone on. And then during the conversation, Banksy then jumps on and he starts speaking. He says a line, and I can't quote it word for word, but it was along the lines of, it's wrong what's happening to our children, or I care what happens about our children. And then Lady Divine saw race in that and said, well, you didn't care what happened to, what do you mean your children? And brought in that black kid's name into it, which then differentiated it. because she thought that Banksy was just talking about white children and not talking about black children. She was the only person
I
who took
said
it
that's
into a
how
racial
we
aspect.
felt. My open words were that's how we felt, Banksy, about the black children when it happened with Damilola Taylor.
We think
I
the
didn't
same.
say
We
black.
feel the
I
same.
didn't say black children.
No,
Hold
but
on.
you
I
brought
didn't
the
say
race
black
into it.
children. I said this is how we felt when it happened to Damilola Taylor, Banksy. So apply that
you brought
same
race into it.
analogy.
You know
And
exactly what
rather
you're
than
doing.
you let me complete my sentence, you did what you're doing now,
No,
which is
you're trying to
interrupt
remix
and
it.
jump
Don't
the
remix
race.
it.
That's what you did. The
No,
same
no,
way
no.
when
We
you
can all
jumped
play.
on the
Listen,
panel,
Lady
before
Vine.
you even defined what I actually said, you jumped on and started accusing everyone on the panel being fucking racist
Right,
before
Lady
we
Divine,
even
we
got
can't.
that far
Lady
down.
Divine,
So
you know we
stop
can
it,
play it
stop
back.
it, stop it.
Right, so Lady Divine, we can play it back and we can listen to it all again. What we'll do, we'll listen to Sakina's bit here, and then we can play this very stream back, and we can listen to how it all unfolded.
But what is
Yeah, for me personally, when Danny Thomas
calling her racist?
No, but when Danny
1 second.
I'll explain it, Nines.
Yeah, but you're still not thinking the
He
point
said
though.
that's how I felt about Daniola Taylor. Is that what at that point
That's
you're saying?
racist, apparently. Yeah, that's
Right.
racist.
Sorry, I'm eating.
No.
Yeah, so in my opinion, what it was is that
In
I
your
felt like
opinion,
I felt like so I felt like it was already this. What happened yesterday was already being downplayed, discredited. I felt like we was kind of being told that we can't care about
Why
this.
do you feel that
Let me
way,
explain. Let me finish.
No,
Because
but that's
Danny
very
Tomo.
important,
Let me explain then. I'm explaining
Because
it.
the main focus is Danny Tomo, not what happened in
You'll
Stockport.
probably answer the question without you asking it. So the fact that people have jumped on it like Danny Tomo and that, people are now looking at them and using them to kind of like draw attention away from it and saying that, oh, if you speak about it, then you're kind of supporting these guys. That's what I was seeing at the first. And then when I heard Sakina downplay it and bring Palestine into it, that's when I jumped on because I wanted to confront. And I don't believe I mentioned anything about race at that point. The only thing I mentioned is about maternal instinct, saying that not one person on this panel has got any form of fucking maternal instinct because they was showing no empathy towards it and was instead looking at the way that Danny Tomo's reacted, i.e., a lot of the nation have reacted. So that's my opinion.
But you never heard everything that was said.
Yes, I did.
This is the problem, though.
No, you never.
Yes, I did.
I believe that you've made a lot of assumptions based on your own whatever.
So let's listen to the video then.
It's blatant biases.
Finish. The problem that you're going to have in this scenario is that you've got Wendy and
Suppose I disagree with Wendy on this.
No, but I don't think. But that's what
So
I'm.
let it
Wendy's
play.
not exactly consistent.
There was a lack
So
of
let it play. And instead of asking questions, we can let it play, and you can see for yourself, Nines.
Wendy's not consistent in the slightest, so depends what fucking.
That's true, but the fact of the matter
is,
is, though, Dave, that is true. We're not going to argue with that. But the fact of the matter is, Wendy was the initial person to actually bring the race thing. Wendy said, "I don't care if it's black, white, blah 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 blah." So that's why when Luke jumped on hyped, I was like, "Well, what the fuck have I said?" Remember, I was muted when he was going back and forth with everybody on the panel. You know, I was muted, and I waited for it to calm down. And finally, I said, "You know what? Fuck it. This is going nowhere. Everyone, calm down." Now, Luke, what did I say? Why are you mad? That's how I addressed Luke, you know. Luke couldn't tell me what I was apparently saying.
Did I call you racist?
You said everybody on the panel. That's your words, so. Luke.
I don't believe it.
We'll
yeah, but the point still stands there, Lady D. Danny Tomo never mentioned race, you did. So that's why Luke said you're projecting your own mentality onto this situation.
No.
And I believe, guess what, Dave? I believe he projected his own mentality as soon as he jumped on when he was accusing everyone of being racist. That is his mentality. That's how he took the conversation. Whether he heard the whole conversation of what was actually said or not, that was his mentality, as his perception. Remember that.
So why don't we just let it play?
Streets is not going to change anything. Like, we need to be going to the Home Office and we need to be making sure none of them can leave that building. Like, we need to do something very extreme to make them starting to listen to what we're doing. Now the fact that
Girls, can you stop it there?
Tiny,
Wendy hated
little kids are being stabbed on the streets of England. Is that where we're at?
That's been going on for fucking ages.
Not even how many days ago? We've got British soldiers being targeted.
Yeah, pause it.
Now the kids are being targeted.
Pause it. Now that is downplaying it and trying to make it that is disgusting. It's like, why should we give a shit? Because on for ages, who cares? These people are fucked. They're tapped in the head.
No, why is that downplaying it if a fact is being spoken of?
All right. Well, if it's not downplaying, it says more about you than it does me. Anyway.
No. Within hours.
1 second.
I'm not even going to. I won't even explain it, Dave.
One second.
Yeah, it's the mentality, man.
Define downplaying something. Define.
No, I think it's you who needs it defining, not us.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Define downplaying.
Look,
No.
If you know, you know, innit?
Go and define it yourself.
Is that your answer? If you know, you know.
Yeah, that's it. I would suggest so. Yeah,
you know.
Within hours of someone going into like a nursery type thing and stabbing multiple children, if like one of your go-to reactions is, "Oh, well, it's going on all the time."
Happens all the time. 9-year-olds always get killed. What are you talking about? Are you fucking joking?
Okay, so 1 second. Okay, I understand that, but what was mentioned? Is it a fact or is it false?
It's not a fact. You tell me. We're 9-year-olds are constantly getting fucking killed.
Right. And that was what
what point are we actually arguing
in
here?
nurseries?
On, right? Because that was the point that was being made, yeah. That obviously there are other people, yeah, that are witnessing these things on a daily basis because they're watching certain newses that are going on in certain places all around the world. Now, is that a fact or is that false?
No, I think she was more saying this in regards to people being stabbed in London, but we're not seeing. Thankfully, thank God, we're not seeing daycares getting attacked every day.
Excuse me. Is it a fact that there are other 9-year-olds dying around the world that can be witnessed on social media platforms?
That's the issue. Yes, I agree. That's the issue. We're talking about something that's happening in our own backyard, not in fucking Palestine, not in fucking Dubai, not in fucking Caribbean, in Britain.
1 second. So we've established that it is not a full statement that was made, correct?
If you want to make it a correct statement, then you can try, by all means.
God. Right. So
it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant.
That statement being made is downplaying the situation that happened over the weekend. Yeah, because you think it should be
he's valuing it. Yeah.
Right. Okay. And obviously, you could have that opinion. I don't necessarily agree. You see what I'm saying to you? But I don't believe that because someone then mentions what's also going on elsewhere, that doesn't mean that they can have empathy, sympathy for exactly what happened on our own shores. I don't believe that to be the case. And
but I'm not hearing empathy or sympathy.
As Wendy may be, I don't believe that in this situation she felt less about the thing that happened in England than elsewhere neither. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but in what I'm listening, to, I'm not hearing empathy or sympathy.
I think just because people highlight that these things happen elsewhere, etc., I don't think that's downplaying it at all.
Right, is that what Wendy did though? Did Wendy say, "Oh, this happens everywhere. This happens in Palestine"? Because Wendy didn't say that.
Exact opposite, actually. You get me? Because it also said, well, wow, if it can happen in these places, and now it's happening on our doorstep.
Also, can we not get mad about that? Right.
No one ain't saying you can't get mad about it.
Right, so allow us to get mad about it then.
It shows a disconnect and a lack of concern.
Right, so whilst we are getting mad about it, don't try and downplay it by saying, "Well, it happens in Palestine, so basically get over it." Don't try saying that we weren't like this during Dunblane. Don't try saying that we weren't like this with this black child who got killed. Let us fucking be mad about it, okay?
Listen, stop conflating.
And let us say our fucking opinions in peace, okay? Without you trying to run around calling everyone fucking names and giving them labels. Let us have our opinions too. Let the measuring stick apply across the board then, Luke. Make sure that measuring stick applies across the board.
If you want to criticize what I'm saying, go ahead. But I'm going to do the same to you.
Do the same. What did I do?
No, I won't speak to you. I'll speak to Lady Divine.
No, he said no, sis. He's saying he wants to cry about it. Let them cry about it. If they want to go off about it, let them go off about it. So I said, okay, then. Well, then let's sure that same measuring stick applies across the board. So when you hear us speaking, don't be mad. Don't be mad.
The people in the video have showed more concern about what Danny Thomas said.
Tommy Robinson, thank God he's a terrorist now. Don't be chatting.
And of course, the Tommy Robinson obsession will continue on this channel. I understand that, but here's the thing: they showed more concern about the words of Danny Thomas, who's witnessed children being murdered, than they are actually concerned about the person who did the attack. And here we go. Here's another individual who comes onto this panel and freely degrades people.
Is this one of your experts?
You're a racist fan. I'm not an individual. I'm called African King, mate.
What's your expertise, Betty? I'd like to know everything. Okay. That you are the expert.
Can I say something? Hold on, be quiet. Can I say something? Listen, respectfully, man. Can I say my own fucking voice, man? Ask me something. Tommy Robinson been called for terrorist charges, yeah? We don't want to
I
hear
never
no
asked you
words from you
anything,
motherfuckers.
you drug addict.
You motherfuckers need to apologize now, mate. I swear he's part of the Muslim gang, innit? I swear Tommy Robinson needs to go to Afghanistan now. Come on.
Yeah,
They're
and this,
going back to
this
Afghanistan,
conversation just
Syria,
ended.
damn thing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
this
You're
is
being toxic. You've been toxic. You're fucking
this is one of your representatives.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Still echoing.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Really
sort
bad.
of. Try to
Really
adjust
bad.
your volume. Try adjusting your volume, Con. You're a bit
Tommy
loud
Robinson
anyway.
is part of Hamas movement. He's at Hamas now. Israeli Hamas. Nigga.
What was Danny Tomo? What is it in this video? What did you take from this video?
Let's just let it play.
Well,
Am I echoing now? Am I echoing now?
Yeah, really bad.
Yeah.
What? Even though I got echo cancellation?
What a great day,
Not
mate.
that bad, but you're just loud.
In this great country, mate. Look at this great country. Great day. Tommy Robinson is a known Hamas member now. Come on.
Yeah, this is.
Shut up,
I don't know.
Please.
It seems to be people, unfortunately, have an ideological agenda, and they can't.
I want to say something.
Alright, so what's the ideological? Alright, can we have a conversation and it's just be a man neutral? What's the ideological?
Lady D,
One sec, guys, it's echoing.
I'm actually
It's
really
playing
disappointed.
noise.
So what
It's too
ideology
much.
do we belong to then?
Yeah,
Dave?
what ideology is this, Dave?
Well, I was more talking about in regards to the video that's being played. So they've obviously got Ghost has a hatred of Tom Robson because Tom Robson says things about Islam. So they're using this as an opportunity as a way of scoring points against him with no regard of what happened in Stockholm.
Talk from your chest, mate. Come on, talk from
So,
your
Dave,
chest.
can I reverse the argument then, Dave?
quiet.
No, don't do this, Asketi. Let me reverse the argument, Dave. I can say that Tommy Robinson's doing the exact same thing and using the same or any little situation he can find right now to race bait the white people of this land. I would say
Yeah,
that.
you keep saying race. I don't really hear Tom Robson
Because
talk
I
about
gotta
race.
have to, because I know who he's trying to talk to, Dave.
That's your guys' interpretation.
1 minute, Lady Divine, do you not think he's
But that's
speaking?
my opinion, Dave.
Right,
That
Lady
is my
Divine,
opinion.
Lady Divine, let me ask
And
you a
I said, yeah,
question.
that's what I can reverse it.
Right, let me
That's
ask you a
my
question.
opinion.
think the reform party
do you not think
is
he's speaking
the NF?
to Danny Roscoe, for example?
What?
Do you not think he's speaking to Danny Roscoe?
Who?
This guy here, Danny Tomo.
Not in it.
Is that
No.
one of your boyfriend, mate?
No, it wouldn't.
Danny Roscoe,
In any other scenario, any other scenario, Danny Roscoe
He's a white man, bro. Danny Roscoe is a white man.
Danny Roscoe. But because this scenario, we're trying to say that, yeah,
Man,
it's not
Mr. Q will never call themselves
you're
mulatto,
going to
mate.
say
You
no, he's
fucking
not
prick,
speaking
mate.
for him.
Don't
These are
bring that
fucking
kind of
liars.
front.
Honestly,
Anyway,
Listen,
Dave, what I was
listen.
saying is this. Hold on, because we're getting sidetracked with Luke. No, stop getting
We've
sidetracked with Luke,
we've had a
guys.
lot
Stop
of
giving him that
white man
attention.
talk today on this
Let me just
panel,
talk
man.
to
By
Dave,
the way,
man.
A lot of
can
white
we just
man.
listen to the, can we see the video, man?
Asketi,
I
go
can't
on
wait, man.
mute. Asketi,
Press
go
play,
on
mate.
mute, because you're getting
Press
sidetracked with this
play,
about
Belly. Press play.
What do you expect?
Dave, I'm
White man.
saying,
White man.
okay, say your argument applies.
A
I'm
lot
saying,
of
Dave,
white
say
man,
your
bro.
argument applies, yeah?
You
And it's the
lot
wolf whistling thing to
Man.
the Muslims are doing, yeah? Shut up, man, Asketi, man. I'm saying, okay, then,
What do
so
you
we
mean?
can
What
also
Muslims?
reverse it. Huh?
Well, you said what the Muslims do. What Muslims?
Yeah, so I'm saying, say if your analogy is right, yeah, you can also spin that and spin it onto the Tommy Robinson side, right? If we're going to use our brains. We can also say that same kind of analogy to the Tommy Robinson side, right? The people that are supporting him,
Yeah,
thinking he's doing all this for the best for their girls and all of these things. We can apply that exact same analogy, right?
yeah, we'd be wrong in doing so, obviously, yeah.
Why? Why? What makes it so different?
Because a community, being the Pakistani Muslim community, went outside of their community to mass rape another community. And if that
Wow.
was reversed, and if it was white men going outside of their community to attack black women, I would expect you to be on the streets doing exactly what Tommy Robinson did also.
But Dave,
The difference
why are you
is,
saying
the
that?
difference
Why are you
is,
saying
Wait,
that?
the
let him
You're
difference,
basically
finish, guys. Don't
targeting.
interrupt him. Let
He's
him
targeting a
finish.
whole
Oh,
community.
shut up,
People
man.
like
No,
that.
you're right. Let Khan
the
speak.
Let him
difference is,
Don't
Lady
stop it,
D,
mate. Khan is saying
the
something important. He's
difference
tagging
is,
the whole
Lady
fucking
D,
community.
I wouldn't counter signal you the way you did us. So we're meant to sit back and accept why we get treated in this manner. Why
Shut
you?
up, mate. You're trying to fight
It's
1.8
hypocrisy.
billion people. You can't
Asketi,
even handle
wait. I want
Turkey
to
alone,
hear
mate.
him
You
completely.
know how many
sort
people
your
Turkey
bag
people?
out now. It's been about 4 years and you've not sorted it out, you cheapskate. Fucking get to PC
Lady
World or
D, let
something
me
and
know
get a
when
new
it's my
mic.
turn to speak.
Yeah,
Let me
I
But
just
know.
want
at
to
least I
let's let
got
him. I
better
want
phone
to
than your
just let
phone.
him complete his point so he's not misconstrued before anyone responds. That's all I'm trying to do. Go on, Dave.
So you said in the points that Tom Robertson makes in regards to the girls that have been raped, yeah? And I say he
Yeah,
was
because my
correct
thing
and
is this is
justified.
happening to
He
girls.
was correct
Here's
and
my thing,
justified, but
Dave. No, so here's my thing, Dave, yeah? This is happening to girls up and down across the country. No, you've never heard no one saying that, oh, this ain't nothing bad that's happening to the girls them in this country. You've never heard no one go against that, right? So my thing is, okay, but if we can apply that same analogy, is Tommy Robinson to me is race baiting with the Muslims here, because when it's the white people, let's just use white people right now in this conversation, yeah? Doing the exact same thing to the same white girls, where's his energy? I think he's weaponizing Islam, Dave. Me personally,
I can answer that very easily.
He's a known IDF member.
Can someone actually think this crackhead? You lot literally have a crackhead
let me have a
representing you.
conversation with Dave. I beg you lot, let me have a conversation with Dave. I beg, please. Everyone go mute. Go on, Dave.
One, Tommy Robinson has first-hand experience when it comes to these gangs, because his own cousin was a victim of this. And two, it is his community that's
hold on, we
being
want to see
attacked.
that report. No, don't be saying
so
lies.
For him,
by the way, we never seen no cousin of his, ever. So before you talk, can you show us
had to come out and speak about it?
Yeah, that's the same lie.
Shut up, you drug addict, man.
Yeah, Asketi, stay on mute. I beg you, bro. Asketi, stay on mute. Stay on mute,
fucking Luton, mate. You're trying to fucking ruin people's Muslim people in Luton's name, bro. Show us the article where Tommy Robinson's sister, whatever, or cousin, being taken in some pizza shop, kebab shop. Show us.
Where's your cousin?
I want to see article, bro. At least a picture where she was sitting in some kebab shop in Luton. That's it, man. I'm not saying no more. I want to, before you say sister, stop lying, mate.
Everyone has a cause. This is like me turning up here and saying to you, 94 lady, why do you talk about black issues?
Your victim voice don't work around here, mate.
No, Dave, and that's the thing, because you're never going to hear us say that white people shouldn't be concerned about white people.
This is Tommy Robinson.
And shut up!
Stop lying, man.
I beg, go on mute.
Bullshit, fam. Seriously.
But you just did say Tommy Robinson. You said, why is he not talking about everything else?
1 second, Dave, because you just mentioned a very significant fact, yeah? You said that this has happened to Tommy Robinson himself, correct? In terms of one of his family members was affected by grooming, yeah? Correct?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm asking, is there any evidence for that? Like, did he ever bring out any evidence to back that claim? Just out of interest.
Well, that doesn't change the fact that everything he's spoken about in regards to these gangs have been proven true.
That's fine, but
no, it's absurd to ask me to. Nobody doesn't. It's no relevance to this situation. What I'm saying
to you is,
why
mention it then?
No. Because if you're gonna be saying, "Oh yeah, we need facts and we need actual physical evidence for someone being raped," then I'm like, okay, that's a bit weird. But anyway,
asking you to bring the evidence. You're asking you, is there evidence?
His journey, and that's why he's taking that stance, etc., etc. I'm just asking if it's because I had never heard of it. You know what I mean? That's all. But go on. If you believe it to be irrelevant, then fine.
When Lady D says why, but when Lady D says why is he not focusing on everything else, it doesn't make sense because this is happening to his community. So when I wouldn't come here and expect you to say, "Oh, Lady D, why aren't you focusing on racism?"
So now you're bringing race into it.
Let me help you. No, let me help
now
you.
they're bringing race into it.
Let me help you, Dave. Dave, let me help you here.
Argument.
Khan, please.
You
Let
think
me
that
just
made
help him
sense,
out here.
yeah?
Right, Khan, right now, this is not the time. So hear what I'm saying to you. Let me help you here. So you will hear me say that, Dave, because I believe if Tommy Robinson was fucking really so passionate about these girls, yeah, number one, he wouldn't have a right-hand man that's inflicting the exact same harm he's supposed to be campaigning against, doing to one of his own so-called girls. Number two, he would, hold on, Dave. Number two,
you made a serious claim here.
Right, he would have kept the same energy across the board when it's happening with whether it's black men that are doing it with the girls, whether it's flipping Muslims, whether it's flipping white men. He'll keep the same energy across the board. He doesn't, Dave.
Yeah,
he focuses on one thing, which is Islam.
Yeah.
But he focuses on Islam. Yeah. That's why I say what I said.
Yeah, because it makes no sense. Again, if someone was attacking your community, Lady D, would you take your time then, instead of focusing on the people that are attacking you, and take your time then, instead of not focusing on the people who are attacking you, and focusing on everything other than that? Is that good advice, Lady D?
That's a lame
I hear what you're saying. No, it's not good advice.
No, what she's saying is nonsensical.
I'm talking to him. No, I'm going to talk to him. No, it's not nonsensical because, of course, you're going to focus on the things attacking you, but you're not going to willingly ignore everything else either, though, Dave. You're not going to willingly do that. That's my point.
Everyone has an issue and a cause. You can't fight multiple different causes. This is absurd what you're
Yes,
suggesting.
you
But I tell you
can.
what Tom
Yes, you
Robinson
can.
do. I tell you what
Yes, you
Tom
can.
Robinson doesn't do. Tell you what Tom Robinson doesn't do. He doesn't counter signal anyone else when they're talking about any other form of abuse. That's what he doesn't do. Unlike so many other Muslims, just
But that's
because
what
it
you
made
lot are
their
doing
faith
here
look
today.
bad, just because it made their faith look bad, they hid it. They did nothing about it. And all they really did, instead of actually standing up and going against the groomers, what they actually did is go against anyone who's spoken about it. So that's the sin that they have to bear. Khan, you're one of them as well.
I hold the police responsible. I'm not the
You did
police.
everything
I'm
in
not
your
the
power
police
to
of the
counter
Muslim
signal people
community.
talking
You
about
cannot
Muslim
expect
grooming
me
gang.
to carry out Sharia law on communities. That's madness. That's madness. For you to expect that from
But
me,
right now,
that's
Sharia law in
crazy.
HMP with Tommy
Oh,
That's
Robinson right now
you
crazy.
in
go around
There
HMP.
trying
is
to
police
counter
in
Yeah,
this
man.
signal
country
people
All
who
right,
are
and
let
telling
me
them to
We're
try and
carry
bring it
landing
out
back to a
Tommy and them,
violence.
man.
conversation before we start wiling out again. Let's bring it back to a
What's going on?
conversation. Asketty, go on mute. Go on mute. I
Talking
beg. I
English
beg.
or answer the
Asketty,
question.
I go on mute, bruh.
Asketty,
All
shut
right.
up.
Thank you. Okay, let me bring it back to a conversation. So, Dave, let me do it another way, yeah? For instance,
No, but you just
looking at
categorically, you just don't understand. You've got a
Dave, I'm
bias.
trying to
You
have a
don't understand.
conversation here.
And you're being
Let me try.
hypocritical.
Let me try
No, because
and
you're never going
fucking
to
speak
understand.
first, and then you can
You
tell me all of
you
that, innit?
focus on
Let
black
me
issues,
try
and
and
you're telling
speak, and
somebody
then
else,
you can then respond.
somebody
Let me
else
try and get a
what they
Well,
sentence
let
should
him
in
out.
talk.
How
fact
about
Let him
that?
focus
be,
on.
mate.
It's
Don't
How about I
interrupt
hypocrisy.
him.
try and
Let him
get a
say. He
sentence
just said
out, and then
something
I'll allow you
important.
to respond?
Black issues.
No,
Yeah.
because
So
you don't understand
let
your
him
own
say his shit.
hypocrisy. You don't.
No,
So this
Wow.
conversation is
let
You
me
can't
get
stupid.
do
my
that.
Makes
sentence
you a
out, and
hypocrite.
then you can
Sometimes
respond.
you need to be quiet, sister, man, and let them talk their
Thank
shit.
Lady
you.
D
What is it?
solely
Say that shit
focuses
again.
on black
Hey,
issues, and
Asketty,
she's
go on
telling
mute a
somebody
Exactly.
second.
else,
Thank you. All right,
and
let
she's
her talk
telling
then now.
somebody
You said your
else
shit.
what they should
All right, then let her
focus
talk,
on.
man. Don't be
It's
quiet now.
All
We're
right,
going
hypocrisy.
here no
all
more.
right,
Asketty, oh
whatever,
my
Dave.
You
God.
said it. All right,
Fucking
then say no more.
Mongo on all
Say
levels.
your
All
thing,
right,
man.
Oh,
Dave,
you're
you
not
got it
helping
out.
my
You got it off
Duolingo.
your chest, Dave. You got it off
Wow.
your chest.
Just
Are you
let
back
Lil be
now?
fine and fucking Dave speak for fuck's sake.
Thank you,
Whoa.
thank you.
Don't-
Right, so let
Who are you, this
all right. I'm
girlfriend,
glad
man?
you got it
Let
off your
the
chest, Dave.
sister
But
talk.
let me and you speak now. I beg you, Asketty, go on mute. So all the situation going on with the girls and the saving the girls and protecting the girls thing with Tommy Robinson, right, Dave? Okay, so why is Tommy not got this same right now? I would expect Tommy to have the exact same energy he's and vitriol he's got towards the immigrants and the Muslims and all of that. Have that with the social services. Have that with the people that failed the girls. Have that same
Yeah,
energy with
again,
the
this is
system.
the thing. Yeah,
Wait,
this is
Dave.
the
Let me
thing.
finish. Let me finish, though. I'll let
But
you
he
respond.
does. But he
The
does.
same
But he
two-tier
does.
policing. Hold on, Dave. But the same two-tier policing you hear him barling about, is the same two-tier policing that's failed his girl. So I expect all your anger and vitriol to be going at the same
Yeah, yeah.
system you clear is policing your community and your people wrong.
But we're not seeing that. We're
This is
not
why
seeing
you
that,
should not,
Dave.
and this is why Lady D, this is why you should not have this conversation because you are not well informed. Tommy Robinson, literally, when I
Okay.
went to Telford, did a
Don't say
demonstration
that, but what do
outside
you mean, okay?
Telford Police Station. Tommy Robinson's next documentary will
This
be
fucking Vanessa,
exposing
man.
a Labour MP involved in
Shut
grooming.
up,
So
mate.
if you
We
don't
won.
know what you're talking
No
about,
hate.
Lady D,
Nah,
please
we
don't
don't
have an
pay. But
opinion on
no,
it because you're
forget about
ill-informed.
Labour,
You
mate.
don't know anything.
We're talking
Tommy
about hope
Robinson
no
has
hate,
been
mate.
taking
I'm sorry
aim.
to inform
Tommy
you this, Dave, but
Robinson,
our Lady D's
No
always
hate,
going to
mate.
have an opinion. My
Yeah,
opinion might
on
not
your
suit
back,
your
mate.
yeah, but your
Right
narrative,
now,
opinion's
but
go
wrong.
Lady
ahead
D
and
will always have
write
an
an
opinion,
article about
Dave.
your
No,
channel,
but
you
Okay.
fucking
that's
prick.
just ignorance. Then
Don't
that's just
worry, mate.
ignorance.
I'll just
That's
listen on
just
your
pure
channel to
ignorance.
hope no hate.
Even
Asketty,
when I
nobody's listening to you.
even
You
when I
just
Don't
educate
worry,
you
mate.
to the facts,
Your article's coming
even
up
when I
soon, man. Don't
educate you
worry.
to the
We've got you.
facts
Let him
that Tommy
speak, Asketty.
Robinson,
Hold on.
Antifa article,
even when
man.
I
And hope
Asketty,
educate,
no hate.
shut up.
even
You're on the
Fucking put
front
yourself
page,
on
mate.
mute.
what? Man, this channel's a joke, man. What is this? This guy's
Because Asketty,
intoxicated, man. He's just what is
fucking
this?
shut up, you mong. Right,
Tom
go on,
Robinson
Dave.
has been taking aim at the establishment for the past 10 years. Why do you think they want him in jail?
Because he
Tom
keeps
Robinson has
breaking
took
the
aim
law,
at the
Dave.
police.
Dave, let me answer that. Because he keeps breaking the law consistently. That's why they want him in jail.
When?
He keeps
When?
Can
breaking
I?
When
the
did
No,
he
law.
no. I
break the
say
Like
law?
now.
when he's
Hold
not
on,
supposed
Oh my
to.
God.
Okay,
He
Dave,
went to
hold on.
Canada. He went to
Asketty,
Canada.
you're not helping right
Immigration.
now, bro. I beg. Please.
Tom
So the fact that
Robinson's
he keeps
against
showing
illegal
prohibited videos that
immigration and
he
this lot
knows
thing.
he's not supposed to be showing Dave is a problem. The fact that he's filming court cases that he he's been told not to be doing these things, Dave, is a problem. The fact that he's been inciting violence and smacking immigrants up and down the place is why he keeps getting locked up, Dave. Let me keep it 100
Yeah,
real
well,
with
he's
you.
never been locked up for smacking no immigrants. You just lied. You just lied. You just lied. He's never been locked up for smacking no immigrants. Stop lying.
If Tom Roberts is a good guy, how is he banned from North America?
You lot need to send someone better, man.
You can't go to
Lady D
America. You
does
can't go
not
to
know
Mexico. You
anything
can't go to
about what
Canada.
she's talking about.
Where can you go?
This
Askety,
Can't
let
even
him
go to
talk,
Lady
Ireland,
D
man.
man. Don't
wants
worry.
to believe.
Askety,
It's gonna be
let
banned
him
from
talk.
Ireland as
Let
well,
him
bro.
talk.
And the
Askety,
EU as
let the
well.
girls deal with it.
This is just what Lady D wants to believe.
You
Sorry,
get
man.
me?
What?
Yeah.
No, but can I just quickly address the thing about when Lady D said about Danny Tomo, and he's Danny Tomo did not commit no crime. Yeah, I think it was unprofessional him having relations with somebody that was, and then
I know. I
but
can
you
imagine she
presented
fucking
it as
loves me. She loves me. But anyway,
no, but
Dave, what I'm saying
you
to you is
presented it
this.
as if that person committed some kind of crime. That's slander. That's the
No,
slander.
I didn't present it like it's a crime. I presented it like this, Dave. Let's be correct in what
You
I
said he
presented, yeah?
persecuted somebody. That's
I
not true.
said, have you
What?
replaced, if you replaced him with a, 1 second, sis. I said, if you had replaced him with a Jedi or a Raspet, would it have been a flipping black nationalist at this point? Would it have been a black supremacist at this point, talking exactly like how he's talking? If you put a
Who's
if
Danny
you replaced
Tomo?
him with a Muslim, would it
Now
be a
he said he's
terrorist at
Love
this
unprofessional
them
point?
to
for
Rwanda,
That's
sleeping
what
with
brother.
a
I said.
girl.
That's
Send them
what
Lady
to
I said,
D.
Rwanda,
Dave.
I
bro.
have
And then
no
I
Lady
put,
idea
D.
what
no
Leave
you're
him
man a
talking
Or
about.
be.
criminal,
handcuffs or
and
Lady
something,
asked,
D.
would the
bro. It
same
would have been exactly like
comparisons
that.
be made? That's
He
what I
said he's
said.
unprofessional because he slept with a girl. That's what he said.
Yeah, you presented it as if like Danny Tomo committed a crime. That was not against anybody's will in any shape or form. So
Yeah,
you're
it's just
just
bad taste.
spreading malicious rumors there.
But,
Yeah, he's
but did
unprofessional. I don't agree with it.
Tommy Robinson put out a statement condemning him for doing that, considering he
I don't
introduced
know.
them?
If he did, would you
Well, he
touch yourself
should he
if he
have though?
did?
Should
Would
he
it
have?
make you happy?
Yeah,
No,
it will make
no,
me
Would it
think that
make
he's
So,
you
got a
Dave,
bit
do
happy?
more
you telling us that
integrity.
you
Yeah,
don't hear this
it would.
man wolf
Bro,
whistling,
you
Dave?
don't
Is that
need,
what
it
you're
don't matter
wait,
what Tommy
Dave?
Robinson did.
Are you
It
telling me
don't
you
matter
don't hear
what
this
Tommy
man
Robinson does to
wolf
anyone.
whistling in this video?
Can I just
Dave,
say? Can I just say, Dave? We're happy
It's
to be
dog
wait,
educated
whistling. It's
by
Khan.
dog
you
whistling.
about Tommy Robinson and
Well, okay,
Labour
dog
Party
whistling. Do you hear this
politicians
guy
and
dog
whatnot. Yeah,
whistling, Dave,
so
or
don't
no?
make us out to be cunts because we're learning
Wait,
No,
from you, Dave.
Khan.
I think he's concerned like a lot
I
of
was gonna say something though.
our
Are you guys?
immigration policy in this country
I'm
is
leaving in a few minutes, man. I'm leaving
atrocious.
in a
Right,
fucking
no,
couple of
leave
So
seconds.
now. Don't wait.
Just
dog
Don't wait.
whistling then,
something I'm
no?
going
He's
to. Let
not
me
dog
say
Don't
something.
wait.
whistling then,
Slow down.
no?
Leave now, man. Go
That's
over
it,
to
man.
Gummy's,
Lady,
man. She's
All
waiting
right,
for
Lady D,
mate. Don't worry. I want
you
to say
Bye.
think
something.
reform
Yesterday
is
was
the
I'm
like
trying
same
to have
as
a conversation
NF?
with Dave here, you
Grungy,
know. This
yeah,
is a
and
mad
Jadeite.
thing.
They fucked
increase the
these
height
pricks up
on her
yesterday.
panel.
All right. Bye, Skitty.
All right, Askety,
I big
man.
up
Big
Jadeite,
up
man.
yourself,
Came out
Askety.
yesterday,
Bye. Big up.
Go and increase her
but
panel, man.
other than that, I'm not leaving, man.
Like you.
He's
Go
not
on.
leaving now. Don't
Click her
fucking
link,
Oh
man.
my
spend us for a
God.
good time and then not go. Leave, please.
Who are
Yeah,
you
but
asking, man? I want to hear
Lady
more
D,
about
you
this
think that
terrorist, mate. I
reform is
want
the
to hear.
I'm
I
same
want
as
trying
to
to
learn
hear
more
NF,
you, but
about
I
the
bro?
can't even hear you,
terrorists
Dave.
who's
So
been
wait one
arrested the other
second,
day.
because this is a mad thing. I
I'm
can't
saying
even hear
for
you.
that terrorist has been
Askety, I
arrested, man.
Yeah,
beg, could you just go
I'm
on
leaving, man.
mute.
This is a joke.
All right, I just want to quickly say something. Yeah.
No, Khan,
Oh,
because he's been
What
trying
the
to
one
speak the
sec.
fuck, Carl?
time.
Lady D.
No,
Let me just
Carl, be
say
No, but
something.
quiet.
Yeah.
hold on,
You doing a
Khan. Let
Skitty
him
as
just
well and
get
you
his
on
point
mute.
out.
He said he's going on mute for a sec.
No, be quiet.
He said
Fucking
he's
hell,
going on
Carl.
mute. He said he's going on
You're a
mute for a
dick.
sec.
We know you're here.
Anyway, I just want to make my point quickly. One sentence. Yeah. I'm gonna beg your patience with me.
You've wasted your
Initial
sentence.
point. Our
Fuck off.
initial point was Danny Tomo using the death of children for his own political football, and I'm really disappointed that Luke, Dave, and fucking Banksy have done the same thing. They've jumped
You've
on
been
here
doing it for
today,
months with
and
Palestine, you mong. Don't wait.
all they've done is distract us away from the fact that Danny Tomo's a degenerate, right? All right, Luke's condemned him a little bit, but you've just done the same thing what he's done and used the death of innocent children, yeah, to further your own political agenda. And
And you know, I could just flip that round and say you've been doing the same to
all you
fucking
lot are
deflect away from
degenerate
Hamas.
scumbags.
I know you've been going on about it for
I think you're
God
all
knows how many
degenerate
months.
scumbags.
Is
And
weaponizing the
Dave,
death of
you
Palestinian
let me
children.
down
What are you
because I
talking
didn't think
about?
you was
You
as
Oh
bad as
my
hypocrite.
Luke.
days. Hold on,
But you're
hold on,
bad
hold
as
on,
That's
hold
each
just
on,
the
other.
hold on,
You're
lower.
hold on,
bad
hold
as
on.
each
That's
other.
just the lower
Say that
IQ
again, you fucking
I
generalizations.
don't
I can
care.
break
I've
down
said my
every
point
single
and
point
that's
you
it.
got
comparing a
I
here.
don't
terrorist
I
with
care.
knew the point was
over
going to get lost
100,000
and go somewhere else, you know. I knew
Palestinian
it.
children, yeah?
Oh, that's what Khan always does, doesn't it?
But
He's a
yeah,
fucking
what
hypocrite.
you think of my
Bro,
moral
stop,
character,
bro.
Khan, is not got a concern, man. To be honest with you,
I only know what you show me.
Like this
Yeah, vice versa.
You're a gossip girl,
Boxing
man.
going online. I wish these motherfuckers come to
He's
us.
now speaking to himself. Fuck off, Asketty.
I'm saying, but I wish you guys came near.
He's a whole drug addict. He's a whole drug addict, man. He's from Hayes, man. He hangs around train stations. He's a fucking sex pest.
I swear down, just a fun sparring.
He's a fucking pervert, man.
Where all your
It's time to, honestly, open the asylums.
And I'm Somali, mate. And
So
I'm
wait,
Muslim.
Dave, you
So
don't
what,
believe
man?
that none
Carry
of
on, man.
Tommy's
Yes,
fucking
right.
look, you don't believe none of Tommy's never broken no fucking laws in this country as to why he's in the position he's in? Is that what you're saying
No,
to me,
I
Dave?
said that. I said when you said about hitting an immigrant, he's never been to jail for violence.
No, but he's been convicted of GBH and them shit like that, or arrested for GBH
Well,
and them shit there.
Me
So
saying
come on
He's a
now.
known
Tom
gang member,
Robinson,
mate. Grooming gangs, bruv. Original grooming
Look, we
gangster.
can't look. If you lot can sit around all day talking about Tom Robinson, knock yourselves out, man. It's not really a concern to me. What is of concern to me is children died not long ago, and unfortunately, certain people have used it as a stick to beat other people with, and I think it's low.
So you're thinking that Tommy, you thinking us talking about, hold on, Dave. So are you saying, hold on, are you saying that us dealing with this fucking Danny Tomo guy is a way to use to be beating up Tommy Robinson? Is that what you're saying?
No, what I think is the fact that
what happened.
You're more focused on Danny Tomo's words. You're more focused on Danny Tomo's words than you are actually the events that took place on our streets. Like someone's
no, that's not true. We haven't even got to the part of the actual offence, Dave. We were only initially dealing with his video.
That's the point.
Hours later,
because look, Kel, sorry, because Luke jumped on and then he went into his spasm. We didn't get to that part
Lady
yet.
D, at first, it wasn't about you. It was more about Sakina, who not even 24 hours later was reviewing this and was laughing at it. Downplaying it by comparing it to Palestine, saying, well, they don't care about what happens in Palestine. That was the main issue at first. And then when Banksy jumped on, that's where it started going into the racial
Yeah, because that's when I was getting fed up on Banksy when I was in the back,
But the reason why people are angry is because for some reason they're focusing on what they're making this like a Danny Tomo and the Tommy Robinson issue, but it's not. It's a fucking 3 children have just been killed. It's got nothing to do with Tommy Robinson.
But that's the problem, though, Luke. That's the problem we're trying to have here. Because my argument is this: whether you agree with it or not, this is my argument. Yeah, the only reason why he's doing this right now is because Tommy's got this whole fucking thing going on with, you know, the working class Brits and whatever, and he's using that angle. Now he's used this one here, tried to come out and declare himself, but I'm not going to separate myself from Tommy and rare. But he's inciting people. That's the whole point of this conversation.
I will in no way, shape, or form agree with what he's called for. The only thing I've heard him call for is something about overturning migrant hotels. What's that going to achieve other than a fucking riot? It's going to cause wars. That's not the way to go about things. But demand some form of action. Say that enough is enough. It wasn't long ago that there was a child, and again that was mental health. But if mental health is the issue, then open the fucking asylums. There was a little kid in a park, and she was practically beheaded by a fucking woman. That wasn't so long ago. Now it's 3 children.
So Luke, did you hear when I literally started speaking? So Luke, did you hear when I literally started speaking? And I blatantly said how many times? Hold on a minute. This guy here, he can't be out here doing all of the most of this because at the end of the day, he's inciting people. What happened to leaving it to the law of the land? Why are we out here making these type of videos? Hence why I brought up Dam Lane. And I gave the analogy. If this guy was doing the same, if there was this same Danny Tomo guy back then doing the same thing, would people still think that he's crazy or people will think that he's worth listening to? No. Wait for the law of the land to handle it.
You're not being fair. Yeah, but you're
Why
not being fair. You're not actually looking, because you're not looking at the whole situation. Because I could simply just turn it around to you and say, did the attacker not incite the reaction that Danny Tomo has given you? Now,
I don't think he should have got. I think as a responsible, Dave, let me give my honest answer. As a
expect people not to be angry is a bit unfair.
All right, so Dave, let me give you my answer.
People to look at the pictures.
Let me give my answer. As a responsible man,
and that's all you guys care about is yourself.
As well. Wait, no, Dave, let me give you my answer.
That's terrible. That's terrible.
Everything's about your skin tone, man. That's it.
You're not helping right now.
The world must revolve around your skin tone.
Dave, let me give you my response to that, yeah?
Back to.
Let me give you my response to that. So my response to that is this. As a responsible, supposed to be right-hand man or whatever it is that you are for Tommy, you should know better to come out and make a video like this, knowing that you're blatantly dog whistling out here. You're blatantly telling people to go up and turn cities over and you need drastic action, drastic this needs to happen and drastic. No, what you're doing is inciting and dog whistling and you're trying to get people riled up. Where's your argument, Dave?
Well, that's your interpretation. You are also the person who believes that the Reform Party. Shut your mouth, man.
That's a fact.
I am literally answering the question.
3 times you said that.
And you literally believe that the Reform Party is the same as the National Front. So your opinion might be a bit out of whack because it might tell us a little bit how she sees the world. might just a little bit of a view into her mentality and how she
I
sees
will
things.
wear that with pride.
No
Don't
problem,
worry, Dave.
But on this occasion, Wendy's thought the same thing. Now
Thank you.
Oh, when Wendy hates Ghost, then she sat on his panel. Wendy's mental.
Yeah, but where is the ism though? Because you're accusing Divine of being racist.
That was nothing to do with.
I never made that claim. I never made that claim.
Yeah, he never made that claim. He's just saying about my mindset, innit? That's what they're saying. But
I don't run around calling people racist, man. That's not really my thing.
What have you just been saying about Divine?
He was saying, "Oh, you lot brought race into it, Dave." Don't lie.
Yeah, because he's
talking about my mindset of how we see things. That's what he's talking about.
I gave you a clear and precise explanation of how, if Lady D believes the Reform Party to be the same as the National Front, she might see things a little bit different.
It don't make a difference whether he's talking about prior or today, sis. He's still talking about the mindset. And I've connected the dots for Dave. I even made a little video for Dave. So Dave, come out of that with this talking right now.
Yeah,
I've already debunked that. I've already debunked that for you, Dave. Stop this.
Right, so let me respond to you, because I was the one who called her racist for it. So can you be quiet, Colin, whilst I explain? So again, we can rewind and watch it, because it was all heated. I can't remember exactly what was said.
I'm talking about just now, though.
Yeah, so during this, while she was reviewing it with Sakina, there was nothing that nobody could call Lady Divine racist for. It was only once we paused this video and got into a half an hour conversation, more like an argument. Banksy was on at this stage.
You're arguing.
Be quiet, Corn. Banksy was on at this stage, and Banksy said something. Somebody said,
I know we've
1 minute, Nines. Just let me get it out, Nines. Just let me finish. So somebody said something about you not giving a fuck about the Palestinian kids, and Banksy was like, "No, I don't. I only give a fuck about when it's our kids." And Lady Divine tried making that into a race issue by bringing a black case into it.
What I said. So what I actually said.
Just let me finish. Just let me quickly finish. Just let me quickly finish.
Whether we move from it or not, I can clarify exactly what I said.
So can I just quickly finish before you correct me? So I saw that as you trying to downplay it again and trying to discredit it because, or trying to bring race into it and saying that we wouldn't have this much, or we've not had this much anger and upset when it was a black kid who was killed, but we are having it because it's white kids. Let me finish.
No one said that. That was his mindset. That's his mindset.
This is how I saw it. And even though we don't know what the ethnicity of these kids or the attacker at this point, I point out that that's not correct because we don't know whether these kids are black or not.
You're
so
lying.
we can rewind it.
That's cool from your side of that's how you view it and that's how you heard it. But what actually happened was Banksy was on a run. I was in the back in it because I was trying to get back on and I couldn't, and Veli wasn't letting back. I was in the back for time. Banksy was writing on about only looking after in-house and not caring about. Remember, his whole thing was to debunk Sakina and Wendy's thing, yeah. And I'm like, how come no one's checking him about only looking to what we're not supposed to care about other kids and that? So when I finally got I finally got back on, my opening statement was, well, Banksy, that's how will we feel about Damola Taylor when we were looking out for our own? Everyone was telling us all the time.
Well, there you go. That's what race is.
Hold on. There was no still at this point. No race is brought into it. Remember, I'm giving you the words for words, Luke. Yeah.
Wait.
To you,
Lady Z. Why are we fighting for not bringing race into it?
No, because we've got to clarify. Because we've got to clarify.
Why are they?
So what was his name again, Lady V? What was his name again?
Damola Taylor. That's what I said.
Was he British?
Speak from a black point of view.
African card that was taken out.
Right,
Con, be quiet. Right, Lady D, was he British? This kid.
Position.
Right, be quiet, Con. Oh my God, he's still quiet.
He came over here from Africa.
Lady D, was he British though?
Position where she has to speak like she's not black.
Thank you, Con. We've heard you. Lady D, was he British? This kid.
He came over here from Africa, Con. So yeah.
For fuck's sake, can you just provide me an answer? Was this kid?
I gave you the answer.
Was he British?
It's irrelevant.
I didn't hear it because Con keeps interrupting.
No, you're being a spastic because you're forcing a black person to speak.
Lady D, can you
black.
please tell me whether this kid was British or not?
This whole argument
what is your problem, Con? You fat one.
About race.
Shut the fuck up, you fucking little bitch.
Oh, race is so important to you.
Was he British?
Yeah, she's a black woman.
Lady D, was he British?
No, he was an African child brought from Africa here. Remember, he wasn't here long, Luke.
How long was he here for?
I can't even remember now. I'll have to go back and fact check it. I can't remember.
Why you play ball with these spastics, Lady
No,
D.
because I've got to clarify.
The way I would see it is that if he lives here and he resides here, then he's fucking British. And
right, so here's the problem. But here's the problem, Luke.
Just let me finish, please. Just let me finish.
Luke, here's the problem.
Lady Divine, just let me finish.
Go on mute, please. Can't go on mute.
Shut your fat trap. So when Banks
go on,
refer back kids in our garden and our children, he was referring to that kid. He was referring to who you're mentioning.
But he wasn't, though, Luke. You know why? You know why?
In my opinion.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why you're wrong there, Luke. You know why? We've had so many conversations on this fucking panel about Damilola Taylor and all that. You know what Banksy's done the whole time? You know what Banksy's done the whole time? Clowned and joked and laughed it out. So why would I expect any different today, Luke? That's what I asked you initially. Why would I expect any different behaviour from Banksy today? Why?
Right, so can I provide you a response?
Go on.
So in my opinion, so I don't know anything about this Damilola Taylor. All I knew is that he was a black kid. So when I'm thinking of that, I'm thinking that he's a British kid. He lives here, he resides here, he's British. Right. So when Banks is referring to when somebody said, "Oh, you don't give a fuck about Palestinian kids," he goes, "No, you're right. I give a fuck about what happens to our kids." He's not talking about Iranian kids. He's talking about British kids, anybody who lives on this land. And the fact that it's happening in Southport is why people are angry. I don't know why you can't see that.
You know nothing about Damilola Taylor says it all.
You really are
fucking
stupid.
Idiot.
You're a thick, fat fuck.
So Luke, the way that the whole, I know you just say you don't really know nothing about the Damilola Taylor thing. So let me help you clear it up. Let me help clear him up, though. He doesn't know. He doesn't know, Khan. Let it go. He doesn't know. He doesn't know. Let me clear it up. So Damilola Taylor was a little boy that came over here from Africa, and he was over here, and he was kind of lynched upon by a gang of white youths, yeah? In the end, the family went through so much drama with the British court system and the way the police botched up the whole thing from whatever. It was a big thing all over these shows, yeah. We were all going back and forth. You know, everyone had their input. Everyone that's local, that you know these people as well, were on these panels. They were all trying to make excuses for all these kind of things and saying that how we're just trying to make it into a bigger thing and all these kind of things. So today, when I asked the question, why would I expect any better from Banksy today? You should know I'm justified in what I'm saying.
Right, I get that. I completely take that on board. But whilst I was listening to that as well, I was thinking, well, that's pretty much what our situation is. We're expressing anger over it. I know what you're saying is that the government tried to hide it and was offering excuses. I'm seeing this as you, maybe not just you, maybe not mainly you, but Sakina and the people who was basically reviewing this have downplayed it, and they're acting as the government now, who are offering excuses.
Wendy downplayed
saying that we can't offer anger or we can't be angry about it. I hope that we can try and meet in the middle on that, Lady Divine, because that's where I'm coming from.
It's so disgusting that you're doing this in line with kids being killed. You still want to revert everything.
You're a fat crying baby.
This is crazy.
But I think, let me tell you what I believe. I thought what happened from my perspective. I believe Luke.
Turning this whole narrative into a race issue.
Wait. I believe Luke thought everyone was up here. Hold on, Khan. I believe, and I could be wrong, but this is my belief of what I saw taking place. I believe Luke was listening, and he must have thought everyone was just jumping on it, making it about a race thing, saying, "Oh, we don't kind of give a shit about what's happening with the white girls. What about the other kids? What about the other kids?" Yeah, but that's from his perception, Khan. That's from his perception.
No, that's
so when he came
on,
that's why he was already heated and already labelled everybody as racist.
Yeah, because he thought he's coming at the angle.
Right.
Listen.
Right. So Luke was the one that actually initialed the whole thing. That's my point.
When you kick a football, you know where it's going to land. He started from a position where his intention was to land on the point of you being racist or you bringing race into it, which is somehow a crime now. As a black woman brings race into something,
but that's why I said that's what makes me a racist, and I'm proud. That's why I told him. If that's what makes me a racist, then I'll be proud.
Because you mentioned Damilola Taylor.
If Khan just be quiet and stop.
Khan, let him speak.
1 second.
Let him speak.
It also fits Gummy's stream, though, innit? So
exactly. Thank you.
Let me answer Lady D's last point, please.
Lady D,
let me quiet.
Khan, let him respond, because I didn't put out my thing. Let him respond, Khan. Let him respond.
Khan, be quiet. Khan. No, Khan, you're going to be quiet. Khan, you're just going to be quiet. No, it's not to do with you, Khan.
You ain't got no content, Gummy.
Why don't you just find your fat neck in and be
quiet? No content having been.
Listen,
right, do I need to jump off? Do I need to jump off so Khan can speak for me?
Listen, can I just please have one sentence?
Khan, be quiet. Khan, be quiet.
Khan, be quiet a bit.
Be quiet.
Jesus.
Khan, be quiet.
Khan,
be quiet.
No content.
Stop crying, Khan.
Everybody
no content heifer,
can I respond to Lady D's
No content heifer.
Exactly. Listen,
no
let me ask the girls a question. Can I respond?
Can I respond to Lady D's last point?
We are your content and you worship us, bitch. Remember that. We are your content, having asshole.
Let
Anyway,
them
go on,
review
Luke.
it, man. It's cool.
We don't
Listen.
Right, you stop crying, Con.
No, shut up,
All
man.
right, Nine. All right,
Well,
let
you shut up,
Luke
Con. I'm
respond now.
responding.
Let
I
Luke
want to respond
respond.
to Lady
No one's
Divine.
responding to nothing, man. Shut
Well,
up.
I am doing. Do you think you're going to overspeak me and you're going to win? You're not. So I'm
I
going
don't
to
need
speak.
to
I'm going to
overspeak
respond
you.
to
You
Lady
can't speak
Divine.
forever.
So I'm going to respond to Lady Divine. I don't have to speak forever. I'll speak for 1 minute
No,
and you
Luke,
can speak.
allow me to do my public service announcement. Don't do that, Bab. Yeah, please.
Don't do what? Try and respond to Lady Divine when she aimed
No, but
something at
I'm
me.
trying
You
to
shut your
show
fucking
this
mouth and
level
let me
that
respond
you've
to
got
her.
no
Who are you
content,
talking
and
to,
I
you
feel
little
like
rat?
Clearly not you, Con. Unless you're a she.
I feel like you're not giving me the runway to get it out clear.
No,
Like,
you just want to. You just want to do your favorite hobby and talk about Gummy for a minute when I'm
yeah,
trying to
I
respond
want
to Lady
Gummy
D.
to stop streaming the ladies that apparently.
Yeah, but you don't have that
writing her
privilege.
down.
Belly says that you can stream him. You don't have that privilege. It's not your channel.
Wow.
But she's okay.
But what? Exactly. So, Lady D,
No,
I don't
exactly.
believe.
The point being, no, Luke,
Here we
not
go.
exactly. The point being is that. So 1 second.
Right, go on. Talk about jiu-jitsu that you love doing. It's your favorite fucking hobby, man.
Yeah, it is my favorite hobby. Until she gets, yeah, that's right.
Go on, then.
It's my favorite
Have
hobby.
the floor.
Therefore, just stop streaming, man.
Right,
That's
stop
all.
streaming. Right, you've said that about 17 times now. Can
Yeah,
I respond to Lady Divine?
All right, go on.
Right, so I don't believe when I first jumped on Lady Divine that I was aiming any form of anger towards you. It may come across that way, but I don't believe I was. It was more towards the what I was listening, the Ghost review, and you wasn't on that panel. So the questions that I was having,
I wasn't on the panel, Luke.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I'm saying that you wasn't on that panel. So I don't believe that I was aiming any anger towards you. If it's come across that way, it's probably just because I was in the heat. Don't forget when I first jumped on.
That's what kind of got my back up with
yeah,
the
me
energy
and
you
Nixie
came
went
on
straight
with.
at
So
it.
that's why I was turned up. I was like, why the fuck is he coming out? Like, what the fuck has he heard? That's why I turned up. I'm like, no, I'm not having this today.
No, Lady, I've said multiple times that I think that you are, and this is male and female, like one of the most reasonable people when it comes to things. You're able to bring yourself down to a level, and you're able to have a conversation.
God save us. A minute ago, she was racist. Now she's
just be quiet, Con. So I don't believe that I was aiming anything towards you at first. It was only when that you brought in this kid's name into it, and I felt like you've downplayed what or said that. Oh, we can't show anger with this, or we didn't show anger with that kid. So why are we showing anger with that now? And that's where I said that you're racist for it. So listen,
no, but I was replying that to.
Let me finish.
Let
me finish.
I know, but I'm just letting you know I was applying that to Banksy and not you. You jumped in the firing line. Yeah.
Now hearing that and now calming down and listening to it all, I take back the accusation that you're a racist for it. I know that what you're saying, I know what you're saying now is more, and a lot of it was down to confusion. We was all fucking shouting over each other. But what I heard was you trying to downplay it and trying to say, well, you didn't care about this black kid, so why do we care about the white kids?
No.
Now I understand.
Yes.
Those
Well,
words.
and now
Yeah, definitely not my
said, so I take back what I said.
Okay, apology accepted, and thank you for that. Actually, thank you, because I wanted to just clarify that my thing was aimed at what Banksy was saying while I was in the back. That's why I couldn't even understand why you were even coming off mute and trying to come at me when you literally heard the things that Banksy was saying. So my thing is to rebut Banksy. That's why, because I'm ignoring Luke right now. I'm dealing with you, Banksy. That's what I kept saying over and over again. Like, just play it back and you'll hear it. But yeah, okay, big up then. Let's move on.
Change the stream name now, you old fucking heifer.
It's a letdown.
You should
change the stream, heifer.
No, it's a letdown, man. I feel let down by the whites that we keep
Accusation
around us.
incorrect.
Well, see, what if I said that I'm disappointed by the black text around us? Would you find issue with that, Lady Divine or Nine? Would you find issue if I said that I have issue with the blacks that surround us?
Yeah, I have an issue with the whites that we allow to come around us, because
you don't allow anything.
When the shit hits the fan, we're expecting you lot to
well, this is where I say it's double standards
on behalf of righteousness and good manners, at least, which you don't. Yeah,
you don't have good manners. You eat on panel. You slop. You eat like a pig on panel. You talk about manners.
You say you hate Danny Tomo, yet when we're critiquing him and his disgusting outburst, you jump on defending it, distracting it, and calling Lady D a racist.
I didn't defend it in any way, shape, or form.
You are just a fucking agent.
Palestine.
Not only did you do that, though, you also started to reaffirm certain lies that are going around in these YouTube streets. That was the more disappointing thing for me.
What lie?
Exactly.
May I just add?
What lie? 1 minute.
Yeah, they know what they've done. So you don't even need to lay
1 minute. Can you just be quiet and let me respond to it? Why is it that every time somebody asks me a question, this fat bastard wants to speak on my behalf? What is your problem, Carl?
I'm speaking on your behalf, you idiot.
Here you are. So why are you speaking then? Didn't
man. Go and grow some
just ask
lips,
me a
man.
question?
Go and grow
Didn't
some
I
lips.
just ask me a
I'll be back
question?
anyway. I got a call. One
So be
second.
quiet, Corn. Do what you used to. Go in
No one
kitchen,
wants to hear
make
you.
some food, eat your fucking face, and let me respond
You've
to it.
done yourself out of
So
the
we can
talking
listen
point.
back to it.
No one
and
wants to listen
I can
to
still
you.
feel.
No one wants to listen to you.
Right, so, Corn, can
All
you be
your
quiet?
apologies and
Corn,
bullshit
can you be
don't
quiet?
count for
Corn,
nothing.
can you be
Can't let him
quiet?
speak, man. Can't let him have a go.
Thank you. So when we listen back to it, I could still be under the impression that I felt like it was being racist, or that it was playing race politics or racial divisionist. He still has to interrupt, doesn't he? He can't help himself. Big-titted washerwoman.
So a black woman
I said,
mentioning
listen.
Damilola Taylor is racial
Let me
divisioning,
respond.
yeah?
Let me
Is that what that
respond.
is?
Let me
Racial
respond.
divisioning.
Let
A
me
new
respond.
category.
Let me respond. So at that point, I could still feel that listening to it, I was justified in what I said. But then listening to Lady Divine's reasoning afterwards and her explanation, I now take back the allegation of it being racist.
Fuck off.
But during the heat of the fucking argument, whilst everybody was arguing, at that time, I come to the conclusion,
arguing.
and I thought that she was doing that, trying to play racial politics, which by listening back to it, I could still come to that conclusion, but still not think she's a racist. Now, calming down and listening to her fucking explanation. So you shut your
Why
fucking
do you want to
mouth.
have a back and forth with Lady D?
Go and put your fucking big double D's in a fucking sports bra, or
you feel like you
take
can
your
handle
bra
her?
off and maybe relax a little bit, and
you feel like
fucking
you can
wind your
handle her
neck
with
in.
your
It's got fuck
gaslighting.
all to do with you. I want to
Listen,
speak
you
to the
gaslight
fucking
the
lady.
woman.
Listen,
You
maybe
let me just say quickly.
Maybe you need to, because you know you're quite you got your little Italian fieriness, this, that, and the other. Yeah, I'm trying to be graceful now. So maybe you should just, I don't know, calm down a bit, think out 10, something off her, because when you say things, you say extreme things, innit? Do you know what I mean?
Deliberately, insightful.
Remember, I was a terrorist. You're just being a cheerleader now. So yeah, Nines, I completely agree. It's been an issue throughout my life. Like I always instantly react, and about 5 minutes later, I kind of reassess things.
Can I have my say
maybe
now?
look at things in a calmer manner, and but I'm more than capable of taking things back, apologising for saying things.
Fuck off.
But I'm saying within the heat of the moment. That's definitely the way that I took it, I could still be taking that way.
You've jumped on here. You've deliberately targeted Lady D. You've gaslighted her with racism, and now just before you jump off after distracting the whole conversation, you're going to apologise. That is disgusting. I blame Lady D for falling for it. I blame Lady D. She entertained you for the last fucking 2 hours.
Listen,
No, you did though, Lady D, because you jumped on calling out Becky, Lady D. But look what you've done.
Listen, Con. Is that not you in yet? Con, listen. Common knowledge. Listen. Yeah, listen. No manners. Disgusting. You fucking fat hypocrite.
We're having a serious conversation about Danny Tomo using the death of children to further his political agenda and him being part of the Tommy camp. These lot have jumped on and done exactly the same thing that we've said is disgusting. They've gaslighted Lady D with some fucking racism bullshit, and then at the last minute, before he's ready to go, he's going to apologise and leave, feeling happy that he's distracted us away from making serious points. They had Dave on here backing up fucking Luke, saying the same amount of fucking bullshit things, making black people think that they can't mention Damilola Taylor without being called racist or race separating. What's race separating? What's race separating? That's what I want to know.
You're not keeping up.
What's race separating?
I'm not going to go through it all again, so you understand.
Made up terms that you'll never understand. And like people fall for it and start engaging with them. You're talking shit, bro.
What have you been doing for the past 2 hours, you fat dickhead?
I've been here with you, you fool, following the conversation.
Look at you, you fat, scruffy dickhead.
You can't even do it.
You're a fucking noise.
All right, guys, listen. This is just
Tourette syndrome.
This fucking ridiculous back and forth now. Let's get back on track. Oh, Tommy, come back to England. Yeah. Where's Tommy?
The video's gone now.
Hey, what going on, Ultra, man?
We didn't even get to the point where Palestine.
I forgot you was there as well, you know.
No, these men are just, they're getting on my nerves.
Ultra, you sound far away, Ultra. Where are you?
Fuck. Hold on.
Hey, Ultra. Bear boy, cut a go on, my lad. How you mean? Yo,
can you hear me now?
Boy cut, say fools.
Can you hear me now?
Yo, yeah, your mic's chippy though. Your mic's a bit chippy.
Oh,
yeah, you sound like a skinny right
now. It's the AC.
Hold on. What? Well, that's Ultra, yeah. How you been?
Ultra sounds like he's in fucking Tenerife looking for that kid that fell off the mountain. Where are you, Ultra?
Wait. Can you hear me now? You must be able to hear me now. Don't
but it's not clear.
You can hear you, but it's a bit chippy.
This guy is. Jay Slater got found a week ago.
Is he dead or is he alive?
No, he's dead.
Dead.
Ultra, you're taking the piss. You're straight taking the piss.
Bro, I didn't know, man. I was like, what happened to him? Died off a cliff or something?
Yeah, he died.
Yeah, so listen, Luke, bury that bullshit. Bury that bullshit for now. Quick, big up, Lady D. Yeah, listen, just quickly.
Why I jumped on was because, and again, the video's gone now, so I don't know if we'll be able to fucking watch it. It was on Ghost Channel. There was reviewing what Danny Tomo said, and I completely agree that Danny Tomo is inciting shit, shouldn't fucking be jumping on this bandwagon in any way, fucking shape or form. It wasn't about the contents of Danny or what Danny was saying. It was what Sakina was saying and saying, kind of downplaying it. She was giggling about it and saying, well, you don't care about what happens in Palestine.
Yeah, but you don't talk like this when Dave's here.
Oh, well, you
My
kind of
point
ask
is,
what you
when
get. You get what
Dave's
you ask
around,
for.
you're far right version of yourself.
Yeah, well, listen, Con, you're just a fucking.
Now Dave's gone. You're apologizing.
Guys, did you really just descend into fucking cursing each other again?
Hey, you bad. Yeah, hey, Con, let him finish, man, and then you can make your points. Sorry.
So I jumped on. We was going to review that. And then at one point, Banksy jumped on, and Banksy said, somebody said to Banksy about not giving a fuck about Palestinian kids. And Banksy said, yeah, you're right. I don't give a fuck about Palestinian kids. I give a fuck about our kids. And then Lady Divine brought in some black kid into that and said, well, you didn't care about this or something like that. So I took from that they were playing separate racial politics, that when Banksy was saying that he don't give a fuck about our kids, he was actually speaking about British kids and when it happens on our soil and our land. And Lady Divine was speaking about black kids specifically, which I thought was playing racial politics.
He's got his own politics because he's from Iran. He's not from Britain.
Yeah, well, exactly. So why didn't Lady D think he was speaking about Iranian children then?
So sorry.
Yeah, but you know what? I'll tell you why. Why Lady D would have thought that, because in most other circumstances, but Banksy's took on a new tactic that he's just used from today onwards. Yeah, in most other circumstances, he would have said, "Yes, the white children are more important. You lot of foreigners, and you should be at the back of the queue. Should deserve to be second-class citizens." But he's dropped that now.
He's changed it.
Yeah, listen,
why would I expect any difference?
Really, why is he